Hey, welcome to the show. Feeling good with Duddy. That's me. Let's go.
Oh, yeah! We're back in the bunker for another episode of Feeling Good with Duddy, episode 107, I believe. I hope I'm right. Anyway, this is the show that points at the world, has a laugh, points in the mirror, has a laugh, and we have live music. That's right. I'm your co-host, Jake B. Let me introduce you to my brother, host of the show. The reason we're here, guys, guitar player, singer of the Dirty Heads, one half of the Roman Duddy Project. What a guy. Here he is, Duddy B.
What is happening? Wow, Jake. Thank you for that intro.
Really wound it up there.
That was really good, man. I got a lot to live up to now.
You really do. You better be great.
107, crazy, rolling right along. We missed a few weeks, but we are back. We're going to be back on track. And we have an awesome show for you guys today. We have an amazing band that came in today, Jus Goodie. They're going to play some live music for us. We had a chance to hear some of it earlier. It's awesome. You guys are going to love it. I'm going to fill you in with some Dirty Heads news, let you know about Bayfest and how that went. I have a You Should Be Slapped. We've got some scary stuff to talk about. There is a poop story today, guys. There is a poop story today. Q&A from our Patreons. It's going to be a fun show. But before that, I just want to let you guys know a little bit on how you can support the show. If you are listening and you have been enjoying the podcast, please, wherever you're listening, especially over on that Apple podcast app, give us a review, give us a rating. It really does help the show get noticed and grow, and we really appreciate it. And I want to say thank you because we have seen a lot more coming in lately. So
yes,
thank you guys so much.
Listeners.
Also, if you have been listening to the show and you enjoy it and you just haven't gotten enough of the show, we do have a Patreon page. It's $5 a month, but you get 4 extra episodes a month over there. I do guitar tutorials for Dirty Head songs. I'm going to be doing all sorts of behind the scenes footage from the tour this summer with Sublime with Rome and Dirty Heads. So a lot of that cool stuff's going to be happening over on Patreon. So if that sounds fun to you, you can go to Feeling Good, or it's patreon.com/Feeling Good with Duddy. You can sign up there, and it really would help. So we thank you guys so much, but enough of that.
Well, a little bit more of that. Okay. We just dropped our Monday episode over on Patreon. It was a great episode. So there's like 55 episodes waiting for you on Patreon if you want to sign up. And I just want to say now is the time to get on Patreon, because Duddy and I just figured out a couple new things about how to use Patreon with stories and everything. And there's going to be a lot of Dirty Heads behind the scenes shit coming this summer. So hop on there. And plus the $5 a month, I mean, that's literally how we make this show work. Our Patreon supporters are the show. It's how we're able to hook up Luke and Tim to do the sound for the bands. So much thanks to Patreon supporters. And that's all I wanted to say. We've noticed some new ones, so we're super stoked.
And one other thing I do want to say, and this is totally free, and you can go sign up right now. It's on Facebook. There is a group called the FGWD Bunker. FGWD stands for Feeling Good with Duddy. So if you want to just go onto Facebook and hang out and talk with other people who listen to the podcast and a lot of other Dirty Head fans, and that page is so much fun.
That's the page.
There's so many funny jokes going on over there all the time. Half of them are from the Patreon show. So if you're not a Patreon member, you might not get it all. But if you head over there, just do it. You'll enjoy it. Trust me.
There's over 1,000 people on that page in the bunker now. It is extremely active with Dirty Head news and mainly this show.
Yeah. It's super fun. A lot of fun and a lot of cool people over there. Enough of that, guys.
Wait, one more thing. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Enough of it. Duddy.
All right.
You guys played a killer show last weekend.
We played
Bayfest in San Diego.
Yeah, it was so much fun, man. Great crowd. Beautiful setting. I mean, you had the water on one side, you had the city on the other. So it was just an amazing spot. And it just felt good to see so many people together having a good time again.
16,000 people.
That's what I heard.
We think
was the last ticket count. I'm pretty sure that's what I heard. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that, but it was something like that.
Say it's 14,000. I mean,
it was really 400,000 people.
There was, I heard,
at least
north of 1 billion, but
it's besides the point.
Give or take.
It was a lot of fun, man. So if anyone's listening and you guys were there, thank you for coming out. I hope you guys enjoyed yourself. We enjoyed ourselves. And I actually saw something. I saw someone who enjoyed themselves a little too much, Jake.
Listeners, I've heard this story, and prepare yourself if you're squeamish. And the band, there's people listening right now in the room that have not also heard this story, so I can't wait to hear their face. Duddy, what did you see at Bayfest?
Where the bus was parked, where our bus was parked, was very close to the crowd. And it was just like right on the other side of this fence, right? And the bus, you know, all the windows that go along it, they're like pitch black, so you can't even really see where a window is, you know? So we could be standing right there looking out the window, just, we call it creeping, because you feel like a creep. You're just standing there staring at people and no one can see you. And you're like, we're just creeping out on people right now. So that's what I was doing. But I was in I was in the back of the bus, and I was just kind of warming up. I had my acoustic and I was just sitting there warming up. But as I was doing that, I was just staring out the window at the crowd, and I saw like a little bit of commotion going on in this group of guys, and they were all like, you can picture the guys. They were all like big dudes who, not like humongously muscular, but super fit. Shirts were off, greased up a bit. All three had backward hats on. I'm not saying anything bad about it. I'm just saying you guys, you could picture the group of dudes, right?
Nothing against backwards hats, guys.
Nothing. I wore backwards hats sometimes.
But I'm just saying, to shade
you could picture these three dudes, and they were all in like the short little, like, you know, shorts and the shirt off, and they're buff, but I see that two guys are holding up one of the guys. He's got his arms over, you know, both of his buddies, and they're kind of holding him up. Yeah. And then there's another guy in front of him, equally buff with his shirt off.
I hear the conversation that we're having. Calvin, Devin, we gotta hold up Kevin.
Hold up Kevin.
He's so wasted, bro.
He's got way too many claws, bro.
Dude, he's a great guy and he means well. He's a huge heart, but he tried to fight someone. Okay. Is that kind of, dude, he's my homie.
Yeah, one of them was pouring water on his back, and then they were trying to get him to drink.
What a bro.
They were helping him out.
They were good guys.
They were good buddies. They were totally trying to help him out.
They'll do anything for Calvin and Kevin.
Calvin has been there since day one for them, and you know, he's the best. Everyone knows Calvin is the best wingman,
of course.
But Calvin had too many claws, and
he clawed it up.
He clawed it up. So you get it. He's super hammered, and they're trying to help him out. And this place is packed. Like Jake just said, there was 1 billion people there at least. This is a packed fucking house. There's not a lot of room to be messing around. So what does this guy do? He's got his head down, which it would have been okay, but you know where I'm going with this.
You see it happening, people.
He projectile vomits, but before he does it, his body does one of these jerk motions. So it goes, duh, and it goes up. It goes up and out.
So like you're saying fountain. The jerk motion, it lurches his chest forward. You can picture him. He's hanging like this. Back. He's hanging down and he goes, yes. Ugh. Oh, a whip-like motion.
Oh, like out. Like into a 10-foot fountain spray. Oh my God.
Dude, and Kevin and Delvin were like, Calvin, as he just projectile vomited out.
So he does that, and then, oh my God.
Where did all the puke land, though, Daddy?
Onto people, Jake.
Onto the crowd.
Onto strangers that had their backs turned because, so this is what, and then the looks on these people's faces when they turned around, because you know what happened. They got hit, and their first thought is like, oh, someone spilled some beer on me or something. Whatever. I'm going to turn around and go, it's cool, bro. Don't worry. No, they turned around, and to see what had actually happened to them,
Devin,
the look
Calvin,
on these
and Kevin.
people's faces that had just been puked upon by Calvin. And Calvin, like I said, he was a kind of a big guy. I'm giving Calvin like 6'2", you know, probably like 200 pounds because he's little. And you know Calvin housed at least 13 claws. Like he's not a guy who's in there like, I only drank 2. Like he's fucking crushing them. He's shotgunning them. He's doing everything he can to get the claw in his body as fast as possible.
I meant to mention this when you said it earlier. Just when you say, you know, he housed, using housed as the method for him to drink the beer makes me picture the guy better.
Yes,
that's only a certain person that will say, dude, we housed like 12 beers last night.
So you guys, I saw these guys, the looks on these poor people's faces. And you know, there was like, it probably like, you know, the whole spray, it's packed. I'm saying at least 20 people were affected by this. Let's say 15 of those probably got some like spray on their shorts and stuff, but 5 of them
had to go home, covered
like
in
the head in your hair.
Oh, you guys!
In it. Like, what do you do?
Duddy B warming up.
What do you do?
Back of the tour bus, looking out the window. He's getting in the vibe, right? He's looking out there. He's all, I'm on vacation every single day.
Of course.
What the? And then so what a beautiful thing. If you were, I wish that you would have been the type of asshole that's like, I'm going to film these 3 drunk guys, and you would have captured that.
I didn't have time. And looking
honestly,
back too, I wish I would have. At the time, I should have been like, oh, this guy's really hammered. I should get my phone out. Something funny might happen. I didn't. And guess what happened? Something not really funny. It was more disgusting.
Oh, that's a horrifying story. But other than that, great show, right?
It was, besides that, it was a great show. And honestly, that was kind of great too. I'm sorry to the people that got puked on, but I'm also very happy I saw that.
If you're listening right now and you have Kevin, Calvin, or Delvin's puke on you, we apologize on behalf. All right. And Luke got his dick grabbed. Our very own Luke got his dick grabbed by a drunken, angry man at the show, which is a weird I'm going to fight you move, is I will turn around, look at you, and then grab your dick. And this was in the VIP section. And Duddy, you said you saw this. You saw the guy trying to fight Luke a little bit.
They were like directly in front of me.
Duddy's on stage, guys, playing the show, and he sees Luke, our very own baby Luke.
What happened? Like, I didn't see a dick grab. No. I just saw Luke and this guy, and I could tell the guy was obviously being aggressive and drunk and stupid, you know?
So maybe he didn't grab Luke's dick, and maybe Luke's totally lying, and that's probably true. Yeah. But no, I'm kidding. So Luke's dick's okay. Everyone got puked on. They're fine. But Bayfest is a perfect lead-in to the band we got here today. So Duddy, tell everyone what band we have, because these guys played the after party for Bayfest, and then once Duddy introduces them, we'll have you guys say who you are by name, and then we'll party from there.
Yeah, so this is Jus Goodie, and you know what? This is really cool. If you guys have been listening to the show, you know one of our sponsors is Koi CBD. They've literally been a part of every single episode that we've done.
They're the absolute first thing that supported our show,
and they're still supporting
never
today.
Left. It's like the best ever.
The drummer for this band, Jus Goodie, that we're about to bring on, is Austin, and he's the guy who really helps us out over there at Koi, and actually the reason that they're still helping us out has a lot to do with Austin. So we're super stoked to have these guys on. The name of the band is Jus Goodie. I'm going to let them introduce themselves so you guys can get familiar with their voices and who they go to. So what's up? We got Jus Goodie over here. Why don't you guys introduce yourselves?
Hey. I am Justin, but everybody calls me Goody. And
I'm Zan. No last name.
Nice. Okay.
Zan, like Madonna and Cher. Just Zan.
Dang, I like that. More fun to say than Madonna and Cher.
You answered the question for me because I was going to be like, where'd the Jus come from? So, okay, cool. Jus Goodie. I like it. And your last name is Goodie?
Goodman.
Goodman. Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Are you Jewish?
You nailed it.
He's a very nice Jewish boy.
Yeah,
brothers. Yeah, one of the tribe.
Member of the tribe.
Member of the tribe. All right, look at that. Zan?
Oh, yeah.
Are you a Jew? What's going on?
Basically.
Yeah, we'll take it. All right.
She's honorary.
Sometimes
you meet those people in life who somehow know weirdly about your culture.
Yeah. My mom,
she's one of them.
For some reason, I was raised with a lot of Jewish traditions. I don't know why, but it worked out.
Hey, it's a peaceful, loving, it's a great, wonderful, beautiful thing.
Will you do me a favor? Or will you grab one of those fans and kind of point it over here?
Yeah, you guys,
it's steaming up in here.
So in the winter time in the bunker, we always complain it's Arctic in here. You can't have enough jackets on, and now it's the summertime, and Jus Goodie played 3 songs for us. I'm talking full band, drums, bass. You guys are going to love the songs coming up later, but you guys were in some heat having to play those songs. You guys really earned it today.
I was sweating on my brow.
Sweaty balls.
Luke is bending over, attempting to get a fan working. Duddy's whistling, snapping his fingers and pointing, a real dad move.
It's on the side.
The whistle point. Snap whistle, dude. That is the daddest
whistle point snap
thing
whistle
you've done on the show.
So not working? No. What do you know, Luke?
It was working
Luke
a second
can't figure
ago.
out the fan.
Oh, weird. God, dude.
All right, whatever.
Luke, you know what?
There's other ones. All right, moving along.
We'll
Sorry,
deal with
fuck the fan.
For God's sakes. So, tell us about Jus Goodie. Where are you guys from? First of all, where are you guys from, I guess, and how'd you start?
Well,
you want to start with your story?
No,
my story is much shorter.
Yeah.
His is way more interesting than mine. I'm from San Diego, born and raised.
Nice.
I'm a local girl. I've lived in San Diego all my life, except for a couple of years after high school. I moved to San Francisco. I played with a little reggae band there while I worked in the corporate world during the .com days.
Lovely.
And but I had to go back home to San Diego because it's way too cold in Northern California. So that's my story. I'm a big music lover, big reggae lover my whole life. Unlike Goodie, I was not really raised in a musical household. I was like the one always just belting out all kinds of stuff. My parents were like total hippies, and they used to sing like Indian weird bhajan music. It was super cool.
That's kind of cool,
surrounded by music just within myself.
Yeah.
And then fast forwarding all these years later, being able to connect with Goodie, and really use my voice in the way I've always wanted to. So nice. That's my little short story, but his story is way cooler than mine. It's way cooler.
Well, it better be now.
He's built it up.
Yeah, I know. Now you put me on the spot.
No pressure.
This better be fucking rad, man.
It's rad.
Let me think of something. No.
So, I was abandoned in a river as a child.
Yeah. He was in a basket floating down the river.
Wolves and bears.
You have a very nice Jewish mother, you know.
Aww,
yes, very nice Jewish hippie mother.
Nice.
Are you a San Diegan as well?
No, I born in Chicago, grew up in Detroit. I was in Chicago till I was 10. Then we moved back to where my parents are from in Michigan, close by, Detroit area. And it was, they were divorced from the time I was young. My mom's the musician, so I'm born into music. We always had a piano and a bunch of acoustic guitars around, and she encouraged me, and she taught me. She gave me my start with music for sure. She's an interesting lady.
Yeah,
for the listeners, Zan just took Goodie's mic and moved it in. He has a soft voice, and she moved it in towards him very silently and professionally.
Mine away and move his closer.
All right, so you're in Detroit with mom, and picking up music at a young age.
And at a young age, I met some more. I was surrounded by a lot of hippies back then. I remember I've told this story a bunch. I'm like, there's a lot of hippies involved.
You guys are both heavily dreaded, so I believe you're both raised by hippies. Makes sense.
Well, the dreads came in more.
We're bougie hippies, though. What do you mean?
Yeah, they are bougie. I told them they're very clean dreads. A very clean group of hippies here.
Sometimes dreadlocks get a bad rap.
We're
here to prove the stereotype
I've seen
wrong.
Different
Smell
types.
nice, look nice.
I've seen the clean, nice ones, and then you see the ones where you're like, okay, that's probably not so clean.
You're like, ooh.
Yeah.
You know?
Then you give them a hug and you're like,
I like the Rasta dudes, like the real Rasta dudes with just the dread patty.
Oh, it's
like
a beaver tail.
Gnarly.
A vegan burger, just huge on the back of the dome there.
Just a clumper.
Clumper. Oh, I love it if they called it that with the rat accent.
I got a clumper.
You got a clumper. So you're out in Detroit fucking clumping it.
I'm clumping it out. Yeah, totally. When I started, I was clumping a little bit.
Are you in bands when you're young in Detroit? Or are you playing reggae? Are you in a punk band? I see you as a metal band when you're younger.
Grunge.
Okay,
I was in a bunch of grunge bands.
Nice.
And rock and blues and before that I was gigging at old folks homes with my mom. I have a picture of me, my uncle on drums. My mom wasn't in that picture. It was another friend he had a guitar and an old woman in a wheelchair in the back.
Just sleeping.
Slumped over.
She's in the picture. I posted it before with like a circle, like showing because you miss it.
That's amazing. So were you guys doing like cover songs and stuff, or?
Back then, probably. I think I had written a song or two by the time I was 13 or so.
I'm just wondering what brings you to the old folks home.
I think I was at that moment. I remember because the friend in the picture had like a fake Les Paul and he wore it really low, like Slash. I think we were really into Guns N' Roses at that point.
And you were just taking whatever gig you could get. Is that what's going on?
No, it was my mom's gig probably.
Okay.
And she's like, well, you can come along and play too.
That makes more sense. I'm like, okay, this sounds like, because you said your mom's a musician. She probably goes and plays piano and does nice things.
Yeah.
And she brings her son's grunge act.
Yeah, you guys are playing Nirvana songs in a nursing home.
You know, at that age though,
your mom sounds rad.
Dude, you'll play anywhere at that age. So you're like, I don't know. Wait, we can go set up our shit and play? Yeah, we'll be there.
That's such a Jewish mom thing. Because with South Park, you get the, what? My son Kyle, that is true as well, but there's also the Jewish mom will support the kid no matter what. Yep. Listen to Bubby's band, and it's just like a murder death metal band. She'll be like, "Aren't they nifty?" You know, maximum support from the Jewish mom.
Nice
He's such a nice Jewish boy.
You need to find yourself a Jewish
scream. So that's rad. So mom's hooking you up with old geriatric gigs, dude, in Detroit. So that's
probably
sweet.
Part of it was I probably came in, did my Guns N' Roses with my friend, and then I had to sing a couple probably with her of some traditional. We'll do like If I Was a Rich Man or what else? What other good, things like that. You know? Like, you sound so good on them. I'm like, do I have to? You're like, yes.
You can play, but you have to do a duet with your mother.
Exactly.
I'm gonna have dreads when I do it, Mom. So then when do you come out?
Fast
so the
forward
reggae
to
comes
14.
later. Yeah. So now when do you come out to the West Coast or what's going on?
Well, all right. This is a big part of the story, which is I took a life-changing trip with the hippies through my mom, of course, to Jamaica when I was 14. Another big part to that story, which is a bummer, but my dad died right before I went to Jamaica. So I was in a very fragile, very like I was looking for my purpose, you know?
Yeah.
And somehow
young man, 14.
Influenced, you know, I was very influenced at that point, you know, and I went and saw this magical island with magical music and reggae that was just like all of a sudden, and I didn't ever listen to reggae before that, really. I mean,
fell in love
a little
with it?
bit. I just fell in love with the culture, the island, you know, and of course the music and the herb. you know, that was a big
And you got
part
your
of
first
it too.
cassette. There was like a cassette tape.
There was a moment I always remember where I'm in the grill and the breeze is blowing off the ocean and it's really nice and the blue water and I'm just saw this little shop and I walk into it and I'm, you know, of course I've been hearing reggae play straight for the past 4 days or whatever that I've been there. I go in, you know, I got to take some music home with me and I bought my first Legend cassette tape. I remember looking at it. I remember the feel of the ocean and the breeze and everything. It was like a defining moment that I remember clearly, you know.
That's awesome.
Are you a reggae guy after that? Or did it take a minute to soak it? No, you're like, no.
I dive 1,000% into
Dang.
I like the story of the chop when you got back home and you were playing the piano.
Oh yeah, so that's
This
a
is
good
a really
part
cool
of it too, because it
story.
has to do with being Jewish too. Hine matovu manaim. That song, you know it? Traditional.
I don't remember.
Little bit.
We weren't super
We're
religious.
the laziest Jews in our family.
All right, I'm
All
gonna
of our
send
cousins
you
with the bar mitzvahs and stuff, and Duddy and I are over here, you know, rapping and being assholes.
That's cool at the bar mitzvahs.
Yeah.
But we know all the Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu
Exactly.
Yeah, we
of
know.
course.
All right, so you're doing the Jewish
I'm doing a
hymns.
traditional Jewish song that me and her had already sang together, reggae, and I figured it out on her Steinway, whatever, upright in the living room, and you know,
No way.
That's
Reggae
that was the next defining moment, you know.
Yep.
Yeah.
You can reggaeify anything.
Anything. Yeah, there's
For the most part, unless it's got some weird,
Yeah.
you know, 4/4. As long as it's 4/4 timing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't do any off-time reggae shit. It's like we need to dance. That's one thing. With metal, you can really fuck with timing. It's like you can pit to anything. Reggae, you better have a 4/4. Yeah.
We've been doing Time After Time, a reggae version of Time After Time, which
Cyndi
works out
Lauper.
really well.
And that song's like borderline almost there already.
Yeah.
Like, you know, even the way she did it. In the 80s, there's a lot of sneaky reggae shit where you listen back, you're like, they're basically doing reggae. I just didn't know what
Another one is What's Love Got to Do with it? Tina Turner. That's like,
That's going to be my next one. I'm going to do that cover next.
Next time I hear that. I've told this on the show real quick. First concert ever for me. 4 years old. My mom takes me to Tina Turner.
Oh, rad.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
Daddy was too young. He was 2. He had to stay home. Dad had to watch
That's amazing.
Yeah, that's awesome.
All right, so you become your reggae guy now, and you're in the capital of reggae, Detroit. So that fucking works out great in the grunge era. Perfect. When does is there anything in between this and Jus Goodie that's critical, or when does the Jus Goodie project start?
So, Jus Goodie, now that you remind me, was on that first trip to Jamaica. They all knew that I was Justin Goodman, and there was a guy on it who was like, he was like, oh, your reggae name should be Goodie, and I was like, huh. And I don't think I like realized that was gonna be there until later on, but it came back to me, and I was like, okay. I guess that makes sense. Yeah.
Jus Goodie.
Jus Goodie.
Goodie.
He fucking came out of the trees and Jesse said, do you want now Goodie, boy? Hey, rude boy, you're now Goodie, boy. I love that.
You know, in Jamaica, you like anybody, like any Jamaican citizen can bust like a rap in.
Really?
Yeah, like in patois, they'll like on the street, whatever. He's like Goodie, you know. Everybody's like, it's just the rhythm of the island.
It's in
anyway,
their
you know.
bones.
Yep.
It's like if you're from Korea, you have to serve in the military for 2 years. You have to do it, Daddy, before you're 30. Jamaica, you have to be able to fucking rap.
It was something
You gotta leave the island, dude. Get the fuck out of here.
If you win a gold medal in the Olympics, then you don't have to.
You don't have to do what?
To join the military.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Oh, that's
something
crazy.
to shoot for, Korea, huh?
Yeah.
Yep.
Maybe in Jamaica you don't have to rap if you can win the.
Oh my
like
God.
Usain Bolt, he probably can't.
He can't rap.
He probably can't.
It's like, damn it, good thing I'm super fast.
Why can't he rap? He was on the bobsled team. Fucking, hey, good job. Fucking sweet. Okay, so Jus Goodie. So the Jamaica trip is huge. It's huge. When do you come out to the West Coast?
So I was in Colorado for a long time.
Okay, cool.
And then
That is a reggae
the reggae,
place.
it started picking up more there. Well, so for my, real quick, then from the time of Jamaica until I left Detroit, which is 6 years or something like that, I took all these the grunge bands that I was playing with, the rock bands and stuff. Then I started trying to make them play reggae, which kind of didn't work out so well sometimes.
They're like, they kicked me out of Detroit. They said,
oh, that is what happened. They kicked me out of that band.
Yeah, you were like,
I was on bass too.
They're like, get out of here, hippie.
And I was like, I'm getting out of here.
Yeah.
you're on bass, they're playing grunge, and you're like, not working.
So then Colorado, Boulder, which is a great,
Boulder's awesome.
little town. I was there for a long time. I have a son, and he lives in Boulder, so we're back all the time.
Nice. Oh, sweet.
The reggae vibe took off for me there. I played in a band called Forward, sang guitar and backup. We went, those guys are from Hawaii, so we went, that was like my first touring where I drove from Colorado to California, flew to Hawaii, played some shows on different islands. That was super cool. And I stayed for a while after that. I think I stayed for like 4 months or something.
Nice.
That happens to a lot of people when they go to Hawaii. They're like, I just lurked around and loitered on the island for half of a year. Why the fuck not? You're like, dude, I'll go home when I want. Like, don't leave. It's hard to get back.
Totally.
So you hung out there. It's reggae, Colorado, reggae. I mean, Hawaii super reggae. So you're soaking it in. And then at that point I started trying to put together like little tours with these Jamaican artists that I was still frequently going back to Jamaica within those 6 years that I was still in Detroit. Flying from Detroit to Jamaica was super cheap in that time era for some reason. So I think I was getting like $200 round trip. So I'd go chill in Jamaica for like maybe a month at a time, soak in some culture vibes, come back, try to play some gigs, this and that. So I was going back to Jamaica a lot. And then I was in Colorado. I had ties to some artists. So I did some tours. I did a tour with Sugar Minot, which was awesome. Yeah. It was actually right before he died. It's been about 10 years now or something like that, but super awesome artist, a staple in Jamaican reggae. And I did a tour with Everton Blender. I don't know if you know. Yeah.
Totally.
Super awesome guys too. I have a funny story from that. He's like cooking Jamaican food in the hotel room, dumplings and tuna fish. Like they're kneading them out in their hand. Boil some dumplings, tuna fish with like onions, peppers, green onions and all that. Really good. And then also this awesome Jamaican carrot juice, which is like, they like put vanilla in it. It's like fucking delicious. And he's grating the carrots. That's how they do it. They grate the carrots and then they squeeze them out. They didn't use it like we didn't have a cloth,
right?
It's like country Jamaican style, you know? Like, or you could go get a juicer, but we didn't have one. He's grating them, So he squeezed the juice out of it. It's hot summer. He's like sweating, like squeezing this carrot juice, and then we eat dumplings and drink carrot juice in the hotel room. And
you like, come back for seconds, and he's like, no.
One glass of carrot juice. No, my carrot juice.
See how hard I fucking squeezed that stuff. You got one glass, bro.
Fun fact about Goodie, he's a very good cook.
Nice.
It's like one of his other passions, and he can make some killer ass Jamaican food.
That's awesome.
Dumplings,
I
feel like dumplings are a staple in our meals. Sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say he also claimed to be potentially a better Pong player than Duddy.
We should talk about
this. Because Duddy likes to think he can cook here too, and he can. Duddy really likes to cook. Damn,
we are going to have it, and this is going to be for our Patreon members. We talked about we're going to have a ping pong tournament.
We think so.
We're going to do that. That's going to happen.
We're thinking the headliner will be Goodie versus Duddy.
He's got a ping pong name, Slice.
Oh
shit! When she said Slice, did you see how he looked at Duddy to see how Duddy would react to that name?
That's cool.
See if Duddy
I got one too. It's called The Winner.
Shit talk is fucking here.
When do you guys link up though and start playing together?
All right.
Modern day, Jus Goodie. Where are we at?
Yeah.
Fast forward until, California trip.
But you toured with Ian for 3 or 4 years with Ian Young.
Ian.
Ian.
And that's what brought me to California.
Nice.
So I left Colorado, came to California, toured with Ian Young for 4 years and three or 4 years. And we met during that time. And now the band has fully become both of us, and she's doing a lot more soloing stuff
into the band.
It sounds great. You guys vocals together is awesome for sure.
Yeah, we've been writing together, and I mean, just finding this beautiful balance. It's been really, really cool. And of course, this past year, being on lockdown, it's sadly, I don't know, for us, it was amazing, and it was like a time for us to just like set back and into the pocket of our lives, right?
Yeah.
And I think that was the coolest, and being able to write together. I really spent time focusing on harmonies. I mean, like I can sing, I can belt out some tunes, but learning harmonies is a whole new ball game. Yeah. And so I've put my heart and soul into learning Goodie's like harmony master, right? So
I love harmony.
Yeah, I love doing harmonies. It's great.
Yeah, and so we're stronger together, right? And it's been such a cool.
We've been even working with an awesome vocal coach and just kind of sharpen the sword.
Dude, gotta do
Putting
it.
in the work, it shows, and the listeners will hear coming up. I mean, the harmonies are all over these songs, all over them, and they're really nice.
Thank you.
And how long have you two been playing together?
4 years now.
4 years now.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
You guys live together, you two, right? Because you said you guys
we're
walk.
A thing.
We're a thing.
Yeah, you guys are together. Is that what's going on?
Yeah, we're
a thing.
Cool.
We're partners in life. We're partners in music, partners in crime.
Nice.
Lots of crime.
Love it.
Hell yeah. Mainly crime.
Mainly
crime.
That's our area of expertise is crime.
So if you need any advice.
We got you covered.
Yeah, I know, because when you guys were playing, it's like they're sharing the same cup and everything. And I'm like, okay, I think they're an item. You never want to ask, are you guys together? Yeah. That always sounds creepy. Huh? Why are you asking?
We're always like, I mean.
Okay,
those who shareth of the cup.
Yeah. So I'm like, they're either very close friends.
Spooning leads to forking, you know?
It's
the thing.
That's cool.
So we also have an awesome neighbor.
You know,
that's where you're leading to.
Yeah, well, it's the band, right? Is that this where I'm going? Because it sounds like you guys all live like a block from each other.
Austin lives right across the street.
Yeah, the drummer.
It's amazing.
That sounds like such an awesome
thing. We can
thing.
jam, we write, and
we like look to see if his truck's in the driveway. We're like, is he home? All right.
Let's
go get him.
That's perfect.
That's perfect. So you guys are in Carlsbad, right? You said, which is, I don't know, 45 minutes south of us, maybe an hour south of Duddy and I, and it's beautiful.
Carlsbad by the sea
community.
We're a block from the beach. We're
great waves.
We even our neighbor is an awesome blues guitar player, and he set up a whole jam session / party in his backyard. Just
so
happens to be.
You guys live in a terrible spot.
That's terrible. We hate it so much.
And for anyone that hasn't been there, Carlsbad is right along PCH on the beach, and there's a bunch of beach communities strung right next to each other right around Carlsbad, and there's so much live music. There's so many bars and restaurants where there's live music playing. I was in Encinitas, which is right next to Carlsbad, when COVID was happening, and I went and ate at a restaurant. You know, you had to wear the mask to get in and all that, but they had a live guitar player singer playing behind a plexiglass thing, like mid-COVID. I was like, all right.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not going anywhere.
They're making it happen down here.
Way.
Yeah.
So rad. So the band is, you guys do a lot of acoustic stuff together, right?
Yep.
I've heard you say earlier, but then you also have the band.
The band is amazing.
Yep.
And then that's Austin. And then
we got Felix. So Felix on bass.
Is that everybody too? Did anyone not make it today? Or?
Yeah, we have a keyboard player.
Okay, yeah, because online your music has a lot of keys and everything as well.
And we have another backup singer that we add sometimes, and also a percussionist.
Sweet.
I love that 3-part harmony when we can get
They
it.
were at the after party. Nice.
Yeah.
Was the after party fun?
It was awesome.
It was awesome.
It was so much fun.
Nice.
Bayfest after party. You guys in denim.
Do you think it was mostly people there that were from the show, or was it just other people? Because I
think there was maybe a mix.
I was just thinking, I was like, God.
How can anybody survive that long of a day?
I feel like there was probably a good percentage of that. Like people who who were like at the festival and they're like, oh, I'm so hot and I've been standing up for so long. Like
those are the people that bought our merch.
Party, we can find a stool,
like,
sit down, stuff like that.
Totally.
You know?
That's cool.
I was like trying to sling merch at the end of the night. I saw like everybody that bought merch from it, they were just like wasted. I was like,
destroyed.
Okay, and they
people were like,
this guy like took his shirt completely off and put on our shirt. Yeah. He was like, rah, like,
he put it on right at the booth.
And I was like, $25. He's like, I'll give you 30. I'm like, even better, man. Like, I'll put your shirt on for you. You're sweaty. Oh my god.
Drunk people are the best and worst friend of a band.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
A good drunk person's the greatest thing on earth. It's it's that person. I love you guys. Here's $50. I don't even care.
I'm like, right
and then
on.
there's the drunk person that throws up off a balcony.
Projectile vomit on you.
Shalvin. All right. So you guys are rocking out. You're back to playing shows. Obviously, you guys just played you played the after party at Bayfest. You had another show before that, and now you guys just got booked right now on a show. I think in Mammoth this weekend.
You guys heard it first here.
New single coming out Friday, real quick, right?
Yep.
So what's up with that? You want to tell everybody about that real quick?
You want me to do it? Yeah. I mean, it's a super simple, sweet, like an herb tree song. It's all about, it's Goodie's song about how much he loves weed.
Oh,
and
sweet
how
Goodie.
He can just, he's just like, I love weed so much. And I love you so much too. But weed, the herb tree, man, the herb tree.
It's about all the love.
Yeah.
All the love.
It's about a guy that like goes out and he like goes to work and he's like, jackhammering or something. He's like working some crazy job. It's sweating all day. And he just comes home and like, he like lights up his spliff and he like looks at his woman and he's like, oh, this is like everything I need right here. This is like a little fucking nice herbal buzz and this loving woman right by my side. And that's kind of, that's kind of the gesture.
You guys are kind of like reggae Bon Jovi.
Yeah, basically.
Like, Johnny was working all day.
Totally.
Came home and lit up a fucking split. You know, reggae. Jay. I thought you were going to go with a little bit Jay. A Jay? Awesome. It would have rhymed. Oh, you're right. Johnny gonna work on. How come everyone's Johnny too?
Johnny's a hard-working man.
That's the lazy. I mean, it's a great name.
It's not even John. It's just Johnny.
If anyone's good at anything, got Johnny's skateboard over here. Right? Why is that a burn?
Johnny be good. Play that guitar.
He's gonna work on I bet you that Bon Jovi, it's probably not Johnny. Someone's gonna write us a comment.
It's not Johnny.
It's actually Donnie, Jake. You fucking idiot.
Look it up for us. No, but
Google that.
Well, let's get into a song for you guys right now.
Let's do it.
Which one? We got 3.
Yeah.
Which one do you guys want us to do right now? And then give us a little intro into it.
It's up to you.
I think Where I Belong should be that's our intro song, and it's very meaningful, and it's meaningful in this time where we're all coming back to live shows. And
that was one of the first songs. I think that was the first song you wrote right after coming off tour with Ian, and then decided to really focus on your own project. And the lyrics behind that song are,
all the pandemic stuff happened, and we were just bunkering down and making sure the home studio is in order and trying to just write and bringing it back to where we came from.
Yep, the music is where you belong, right?
Yeah,
right on.
And here we are.
Let's give it a listen. Here it comes.
Calling me back. The music is calling me back. Now where I belong, where I came from. Oh yeah. The music is calling me back. Now where I belong, where I came from. It's like a magnet pulling me near, pulling me far. I'm like an addict. Once I hear it, I can't stop. The music means so much to me. It gives me energy to trot on my journey. Music lifts me up, oh, strengthens me, comforts me. Music fills my cup. And they say nothing comes easy, but this is the chance to seize it. Right on the rhythm and feeling. If you love from your soul, then feed it. The music is calling me back. Now where I belong, where I came from. Oh yeah, yeah. The music is calling me back. Where I belong, where I came from. Bridge. At times, music is my only friend. Oh, be with me, comfort me. This song will never end. You and me, true. I'll sing with you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The music is calling me back. Where I belong, where I came from. Oh yeah, yeah. The music is calling me back. Where I belong, where I came from. The music is calling me back. The music is calling me back. Whoa, the music is calling me back. The music is calling me back.
Right on. Thank you guys, man. That was awesome. Wait, so what did you just say, Luke?
Tommy went to work on the
Tommy.
docks.
Is it Tommy?
Tommy
Luke
went to work on the.
Tommy?
How come
I would have never guessed that. I would have said
definitely
Johnny.
would've
I would have
said
bet
Johnny.
on Johnny.
Why is it always
I was like, no,
Tommy?
Tommy?
Tommy Salami over here.
Tommy Salami.
Always Tommy.
It's something Ami. It's always something Ami.
It's an
Ami.
Ami name. It's an Ami name, and that makes me feel great. Okay, all right. Anyway, Duddy
okay.
has a real first world complaint to share with you guys. This is a you should be slapped, right, Duddy? Is it?
This is a you should be slapped, but this also could possibly be. This is going to be a you should be shot, Jake, and I'll explain why.
Ooh.
I'll
You're
explain
gonna
why.
shoot. Yeah, guys, we
I'll
will
explain why.
People are shot around you?
Very.
What? Really?
before
From
you
slap.
judge us.
Like tequila shots or
No,
like with a
weapon.
gun.
actually shot?
We don't ever kill anyone
No.
for
Yeah.
anything, but
Oh.
we will
Like
shoot someone in
paintballs?
the foot if they're. You'll see, they'll deserve
Okay.
it.
Okay.
Perfect.
Duddy,
So-
you're gonna have to
Give me-
really.
I'm
Give me
going
the
to have
cat.
to
I'll take
really
care of
explain
it.
this,
Up,
and not
so-
You're
everyone's
from
going to.
Detroit, man. Come on, you're cool with it.
Hey, I wouldn't say it out
No,
loud.
yeah.
That's a life of crime we don't talk
travel,
about.
you travel,
Hey, yeah, you said crime.
and you travel with your significant other, so this might even make more sense to you. Okay, today, who has to be shot is hotel bathroom designer guy
Or girl.
or girl. All right.
Buddy,
Let
for
me
fuck's
explain.
sake, man, we're trying
Let
to-
me explain. Get off my back. Okay, and I feel like the nicer the hotel, the worse this gets. Like,
Yes, there is a
And it's a
spectrum.
100% of the time when you're at like a beautiful resort or something, and somewhere where you would obviously be with your significant other.
And there's lots to complain about
What is it?
at beautiful resorts.
There's not,
but
Jake, but
this,
this
is
there's a
tiny.
Let
lot
me
to be upset
explain.
about. Duddy's fired up, guys.
If you
There is-
complain, you usually get free stuff, right?
Yeah, well, this is the
That's
unfixed.
good.
You
I know,
can't
we had a
fix
big
this.
sweep that one time.
You would need a team of people and lots of stuff to fix this problem.
All right, let's hear it.
Why is there zero privacy in the fucking bathrooms
Yeah.
where it's like, okay, either there's no door or the shower is half the size and there's no wall. So like when you're in the room where you would normally just like the bed would be and the TV, there's like a weird window that goes
Yep.
into the bathroom.
Oh.
Or the
there's some
shower's like
sort of-
see-through on the other side
This-
where the
Oh,
toilet
yeah.
is. You can't. it's a
Zero
whole
privacy.
thing.
It's enough. It's so little privacy that you have to like turn the water on when you're taking a shit.
there's, like, a major
stuff, or,
echo in the fucking
there's an
bathroom.
echo. You know for a fact, like so you get what I'm saying?
Yes,
though?
100%.
Why
I've been
can't we
there.
have some privacy in the fucking bathrooms, Jake?
It is It is a very steep spectrum. Like if you're staying at Motel 6, there will always be a door. There will be a standard issue bathroom.
It shuts so tight that you could be murdered in that bathroom and no one would ever know.
You're right.
And when you flip the light on, the fan automatically clangs.
They're doing everything they can at Motel 6 to let you murder someone and get rid of the body. Or take a shit. But the fancier the hotel, it is true. All of a sudden, the bathroom wall becomes some brick wall that's halfway up to look fancy. Cool. It's like an open bathroom concept.
What's that all about?
But we're taking dumps, and even if you're in there with your significant other that you love, do you want to see the top of the body on the road?
I mean, you're on the road, you're working on the road, and you're sharing a room with your buddy or someone you work with, and you get in there, and you're like, now when... We'll go with Johnny because it's always an Ami. Now, when Johnny's taking a shower and I'm in there, I got to pretty much like
Johnny's in the shower today. Listen to me take a shit. Johnny's on the bed with the pillow over his head. Oh no! Nice, I like it. You have to go to the lobby now so Tommy can take a shit.
Babe,
damn lobby.
I have to shit.
You know what? So full disclosure, I was not on board on this one right away. I'm very upset. I'm more upset than you now,
I told you it's a weird one. It's a stretch of one, but we've all been in this situation where you're like, come, can I have some fucking privacy in the bathroom? So you have to be shot, and I'll tell you where, because
Goodie's not willing to go along with it.
Tommy ate a big burrito.
The lobby is closed. Dougie's got nowhere to go. Oh no.
Okay, so
trucker style.
It's like if you have taken a shit ever in your life, and if you've taken a shit ever in your life with somebody else in like the bedroom or something, you're like, man, I would like some privacy to take this shit, right? So my thing is that hotel bathroom designer, guy or girls, have you never taken a shit? Is this what? So what?
They're taking the open concept too far.
This was a stretch of one, and this shooting thing is going to be a stretch too. You're gonna hate it, but it makes sense. My thing is they must not have buttholes because they've never shit
inside out. Just like the interview, you know?
They do not have buttholes. They never shit in their life, so they don't know that you need privacy. So what I'm going to do for them to help them out, because when I slap people, it's to help them. It's to help them learn.
Always.
When I shoot someone, it's to help them learn a lesson, not to die. So I'm going to shoot them in their butts.
Yes.
So then they have a butthole.
Oh yeah.
And then they can shit.
That's a good idea.
And then
the passageway.
Yes.
I was thinking about the slap, like in, what was that movie, How High, when the assistant pimp would give
the powder?
The powder. And he's like, where's my baby powder? And then he'd get the baby powder and just put a little baby powder around that girl's face and slap it really hard. That might be another option. If you don't have
a baby powder laden
baby powder,
if you wanted to go easier on them, but then how will they learn how to take a shit?
Yeah, they'll never learn. So I guess you gotta
create the whole. So I like how the very hippie, very laid back, positive Jus Goodie band who was not on board with shooting violence 3 minutes ago. Now we're in. Very much encouraging.
Well, it's to help them though.
Yeah, because they see the good in what we've done here.
I didn't realize that part of the specific part of the story, but now I do.
It really got off the rails for a second, but we'll bring it back.
So now, I understand.
It's feeling good with Duddy, and what feels better than taking a really nice dump? So
I'll tell you what, a really nice dump with some privacy.
Of course, a public dump is never a good one.
That sucks taking a public dump. And it sucks taking a dump when your wife is 5 feet from you and there's no wall or door to block it.
Let's go back into it.
What would you rather have? If you had to choose one.
Oh, wait.
What do you mean? I've been touring my whole life, so a public one doesn't bother me. Gas stations, shit like that, I've been doing it my whole life.
No,
I would rather public shit than have to shit.
Like a bougie hotel, and I'm
in my bougie hotel room on vacation with my wife, and now for the next 5 days,
that's a good. Would you rather?
You're like, can you please step out of the room?
Shit
Thank
in
you.
the open concept bathroom
over public.
I really try to not dump in the public bathrooms. If you have to, you have to. But God, I'll avoid it.
Okay,
I will hold it and continue living my life.
There's nothing like you're on the road. You got to have the bus pull over in the middle of the night. It's 3 a.m. and you pull up to a fucking truck stop in the middle of nowhere.
The worst.
There's splatters all over the back wall.
There's a line of big dudes for 3 stalls, and you're just in the line and and you're just
They're all
like
sweaty.
You're looking at the ass that's coming off the toilet, and you're looking at the next in line in front of you. You're like, that's the ass that I will share the touching space of this.
That's gross.
This ass here. Yeah, I'm
It's like,
remembering.
And
That's
then
horrible.
you get in the stall and it's just spray painted all over the back. You're like, how do you
the
even do
rooster
that?
tail. The
We had
dreaded
rooster tail.
Yeah.
We had
How
a
is that
rooster tailor
humanly possible?
on our crew for a while. We had a rooster tailor.
Yeah, we
called
had a
him-
guy.
Yeah, it was rooster. Like he reminded me of like if you were on one of those jet skis that go and it just shoots out the thing.
my
Like,
God.
I don't know. He's the only person in the world. It's almost
wrong with this
impressive.
hole.
He could poop into the toilet and not hit any water. Only the sides. Just you're just like, you didn't even hit the water. Zero water.
Austin's over there just cracking up. What do you guys,
horrified.
Austin,
God.
what do you guys think about bidets? Have you?
I love them.
Have you taken them for a spin?
I have.
Way for the future.
Yeah.
I've never
Life-changing.
done it.
Yeah.
It's the most life.
They're
We
30
installed a
bucks
bidet
on
in our
Amazon.
bus.
Yeah.
We're like,
A good one.
hell
Get one.
yeah.
We have a
No
great
brainer.
bidet story from
Cleanest hippies
I
I've
think
ever
we've done
met.
the show, yeah. But we were in Japan one time. We did a show, and this was way back in the day. It was like right when that movie Surf's Up came out, and we had a song in that movie. So we went to Japan to play like the release of Stand Tall, or the release of Surf's Up. We played Stand Tall at it, and we were staying in these hotel rooms. And Matt, our drummer, he was super young at the time because this was a long time ago, and we got him to come into the bathroom, and we're like, oh, you got to look at this. It's really cool, you know? We got him with the old trick where he looks down, we press it, and the bidet sprayed him in the face, right?
The old trick.
We sprayed him in
I
the
didn't
face
know about
with
that
it.
old trick.
Oh, yeah. So we were all dying, and we're laughing, you know, and Matt, you know, the old trick, you get him in the face with the water.
We can do that in our
do that.
toilet
Yeah.
touring. We're gonna
Yeah.
fuck with
So,
people.
yeah.
It's gonna be
The
awesome.
flower on the shirt is the old trick. The old bidet. Jesus Christ.
Spray him in the face with shit.
A classic American pastime of bidet spraying.
It was clean water, right? Clean toilet water. So the story gets better. Jared's the one who pressed the button and sprayed Matt, right? So we're all in the hotel room now, and we're all rolling around on the ground and on the bed dying like fucking idiots because we thought it was the funniest thing in the world. And then Matt comes out of the bathroom with a little bath towel, and he's got some poop on it.
No, man.
He wiped his butt with it, and he's trying to wipe it on Jared. And now
that's aggressive.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
so we're now
Jared's
they're
running?
running.
Like-
They're
Was it
jumping.
real?
It
Or
was
was
his
it peanut
poop.
butter?
No, it was. He went in the bathroom. He wiped his
What
butt
the-
with this thing, and he's running around.
Oh my
and he's
God.
chasing Jared around the room
Knowing
with
Jared,
it.
Jared's probably laughing.
Oh, we're dying. We're all dying, right?
Jared
And
doesn't even care about
the best
gross
part
shit.
is the whole time Jared's running around. He goes. He keeps going. Toilet water does not equal poop. Toilet water does not
doesn't.
equal poop. Like
That's what I was thinking. I'm like, wait, was it like pea-riddled toilet?
No, it was just clean water, you know? And we ended up fucking destroying this room. We put these huge holes in the wall in this
my
room,
God.
in Japan, and we're such fucking idiots. What do? We get toilet paper, we get wet toilet paper, and we patch the hole up, and then we dry it with a hair dryer, like paper mache, and we're like, yeah. That'll do, right? Like
Oh
in
my God.
a half an hour after we left that hotel, we got a $600
That's
bill
legit.
emailed to us.
Worth
Shit.
it.
Yeah, worth it, whatever. But
Yeah.
shit does not equal toilet water. It
does
doesn't.
not.
If you were wondering.
Put that.
That's a
golden
t-shirt now.
rule book.
Yeah.
Shit does not equal toilet water. T-shirts will be on sale.
Oh my God.
Oh man. Okay. Well,
Let's get into a really favorite thing.
yes.
This is are you guys ready? I hope you're not squeamish.
I'm a little squeamish.
Uh-oh. Well, then prepare to squeam because Duddy is about to
total
get into
squeamer.
some scary stuff.
You guys know.
We got a squeamer here.
You guys.
She's a squeamer.
I heard that before.
I hung out with this chick last night.
That chick last night was a
Big
screamer.
time squeamer. Yeah. She was loud and my sheets are ruined.
Yeah,
All right.
I don't know what happened.
Duddy's
So,
a squeamer
yeah,
too. It's
you
not
guys-
only a female thing.
You
Duddy,
guys know
what do
how
you
it goes.
do?
I scour the earth. There's nowhere I will not go to find scary stuff. And what I normally do is I just spin the globe and I point my finger, and wherever it lands, I go there and I ask the people of that fine town about scary stuff. But I didn't have to do that this time.
No.
Because we're touring again. So we played Red Rocks, Jake, 2 days. So I was there for 2 days, had a lot of time to kill. What do you think I did?
I don't know.
I walked around Colorado
Netflix.
just asking the locals about local scary stuff.
That's amazing.
What do you say? I'm a local Coloradan. Here I go. I'm walking by. You're walking the other way. I say, hello, Coloradan. Hi. My name is Dustin. Hey.
I have a podcast, and it's called Feeling Good with Duddy.
Congrats.
I have a quick question for you, sir.
Ask.
Is there any local scary stuff you can tell me about?
That's fair. That's how you approach it and do it? Okay.
Yep.
Had some success in Colorado?
Most of the time, they go, fuck off. They really do. But some of the other times, they go,
know, Goodie, Coloradans, real big assholes.
They're super nice.
No. They didn't in Colorado.
Yeah.
I said most of the time, not, but in Colorado, that didn't happen.
Really
Coloradans are great.
Colorados are the nicest.
They
folks.
are the nicest.
Yeah, people in Boulder are very nice. That's my
I met
biggest
a nice Coloradan, and he told me,
look, there's an asshole or two out there. There's
They're
an
everywhere.
asshole or two. You can't skank you, but most people are nice. Okay, Duddy, sorry.
Okay.
Want to make sure that
I found some scary stuff in Colorado. And this is the mythical creature that tormented a small Colorado town will give you nightmares, Jake.
I don't want those.
You have heard tales of Bigfoot, the Loch Ness Monster, and the legendary Puerto Rican Chupacabra. But I am willing to bet you didn't know that Colorado has a monster of its own that loves to feast on Rocky Mountain tourists. Yeah.
What?
Meet the man-eating slide rock bolter.
Man eater.
That's right. You heard it. The name is the slide rock bolter.
Wow.
Just imagine having to
I don't even
say that
know
to
that. The
someone.
slide
What
rock
is that?
bolter?
Yeah, what does that mean exactly?
Good to meet you. What's your name? Slide Rock Bolter.
Yes. That's a great name, actually.
Well, what exactly
You
are
should change the name of the band to Slide Rock
Seriously,
Bolter.
badass.
Okay, well,
Change
what
my name
exactly
to
are
Slide
you?
legally.
Your new
So
name.
tell us, what's the Slide Rock Bolter? Because it sounds like some sort of construction gig, huh?
You would
I'm a
think
Slide
so.
Rock Bolter up at the
Yeah.
new
Yeah.
Colorado.
I don't know. What a slide rock bolter is it's a gigantic whale.
That makes sense in Colorado. Fucking shit.
Slide
It's a
rock bolter.
gigantic whale that was first spotted by miners in the 1800s who claimed to have witnessed this beast eat anything that came into its path. With its sharp teeth, piercing hooks, and ability to quickly slide down the mountainside, the killer bolt is thought to be behind missing hikers and tourists, though it's never been proven.
It climbs
Wow.
up the rocks.
No, it
Okay, you
slides
guys.
down
But where
the
does
mountain.
it come from to be?
can
so
you
it's like,
please scroll
up
how does
the
it get back up
mountain?
Where
there?
does it?
Okay.
There it is. There it is.
Oh my God, that's terrifying.
You guys, we have a picture of the creature that we will share on the FGWD bunker
That's
over on Facebook.
terrifying.
We'll share this. It'll be on the video of this episode on YouTube this Friday. You guys, this is literally a picture of a mountain with a whale. It looks like the whale is holding the top of the mountain with its tail, and the rest of its
Whoa.
body is at the bottom with a bunch
But
of
where's
sharp
it live?
teeth.
Because it's bigger than the mountain.
This is
Yeah, he doesn't even. What,
Well,
It's
where
like
would you
a
go?
whale
I
snail.
don't understand.
It's a whale
Context.
snail.
It's a whale snail?
It is a whale snail looking
It's a
for
whale
context.
snail
There's a couple
penis.
people running
Yeah.
off to the side of the mountain.
Whale snail
Wow.
penis with teeth.
I'm not sure this picture's to scale, but a few things about the whale. The whales, they don't have teeth. I guess killer whales do, but
Well, no, this
type of whale is
not-
baleen. This is not a whale.
This looks like a whale. This is a slide rock bolter.
oh my God, you're right.
Slide rock bolter.
Stupid.
Okay.
Wait, Jake, whales don't live on mountains, Jake.
Well,
Slide rock bolters do.
Look at the people running down
yeah,
below.
yeah,
they're
they're
very
terrifying.
afraid.
I gotta be honest.
two
How I
guys.
saw
Escape the
that.
slide rock
What
bolter.
is the slide? So
This is the
slide
dumbest
rock-
one yet, Duddy.
This is awesome.
Yeah.
So this, I get the slide rock part. But it's bolting as well.
Maybe it bolts down the mountain.
Yeah,
So
it's a bolter.
fast.
Yeah,
It's
the
a real
bolter
bolter.
part is weird, unless that's just its
Or
last
the
name.
people are bolting when they're running away
like
from this
Usain
slide rock
Bolter.
monster.
There you
Yeah.
go. Yeah, Usain Bolter. Yes. So,
Usain Bolter.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
the
second
guy's
time
name's
he's come
Slide
up.
Bolter.
Slide
Right.
bolter.
Middle name Rock. And that is a rad name. Huh?
Slide
That's a-
Bolter.
Slide Bolter. here.
That's a spy.
Dude, that's
Middle
a
name
that's a
Rock.
1980s detective
Yeah,
Dude.
slide bolter.
serial period weekly TV show
Whoa.
starring Tom Selleck. Okay, so
Selleck as Mr. Bolter.
that's right. You know, before Magnum PI, when he was Slide Bolter, dude, that was actually a grimy Cop drama. So this is fucking lame, man. This is a really weird. You have to walk.
How
to
do you
the
even get
bottom
out of there
this.
alive? Like, there's no getting out of there alive.
I gotta be honest, if I saw this, I wouldn't run. I would just stand and point and laugh at it.
You guys,
What the fuck
It's
is
missing
that?
its meal. It's supposed to be eating the people, right?
Yeah.
it looks like there's
super
some sort
high.
of meal coming out the sides. So is there anything else we can read about this creature?
That's it. That's all
That's
it gave
it,
me.
you guys. This is a big slimy
Wow.
whale guy that comes down a
Whoa.
mountain and eats you if you're at the bottom
Does he like
of
come
that
out of the
particular
sky,
mountain.
and he like lands on mountains and then slides down them? Like, where does he start?
Where does he go after he goes down to the bottom?
And then how does
This
he get
can't
back
be
up?
it. This can't
Yeah.
be it, Lou.
That's
There
it.
needs to be
Understand.
more. That's it.
Where does he come from and where does he go?
Where does he come from? Cotton Eyed Joe. Remember that song?
No, we don't need to look it up, Luke. It is what it is. We
Oh, look at that. Oh,
there's
no,
more
let's see
photos.
those
You
pictures.
guys,
Yeah.
there's a lot. This is a
Wow.
real
This is
thing,
a
man.
real
What the
fucking
hell?
thing.
Look, the horses are running for
amazing.
their lives.
All
The
right.
guy's running the other way.
To
That's
all the listeners, I encourage you, just type in Slide
Google
Rock
that
Bolter and then
shit.
hit images
That's like a
and
South
you're going to
Park
get a
episode.
There's
lot.
some
That one has
Heaven.
like a 4-way mouth. Look
If
at that.
somebody,
Yeah.
if anyone listening gets a Slide Rock Bolter tattooed onto them, I will fucking send you something real cool.
That'd be dope.
Get that one.
I think a burger needs to be named out of the Slide Rock Bolter.
Yes, Kimmy will probably get a Slide Rock Bolter tattoo.
Yeah. Well,
That's crazy.
you know, I'm not sure we can squeeze much more juice out of this horrifying.
Yeah,
rock.
we,
This is making me feel a little squeamish.
Oh, you guys are getting well, you know what?
I'm a
Don't
screamer.
scream yet because it's
Okay.
not over because, you know, we always ask our guests if they
Yeah.
have a scary story that they can piggyback and somebody's got a
All
story
right.
for us,
I got
right?
a little story for you.
All right. About a local mountain
Local
here
mountain,
in Southern
Idlewild.
California.
we love Idlewild.
Yeah,
We love
it's
it.
it's a beautiful little mountain spot. Nice
really
drive,
is.
super windy roads. Not for like the weary. If you get sick in the car, you can throw up easily on that.
Oh, my kids
Which
do
I think
it.
my mom did. I think this is a story. My mom and I went up to up to the mountains. One of our family friends had just bought a cabin up there, or maybe she was renting a cabin. This lady named Sue, and we like teamed up with a couple of our other lady family friends, and we're like up there going in our little like RAV4 SUV like up the mountain, and my mom's like, oh my god, I'm car sick the whole time. And we get up there, I'm like, cool, this is so beautiful. We like just pop open bottles of bub, we're like having so much fun and listening to, we're like, they had this awesome like live version of an Etta James live show from, I don't know where they found it because I've never been able to find it again, and we were like, yes, it was so awesome. And then it starts to get dark, and all the ladies are like, oh my God, I'm tired. They're older, a little older ladies, like not crazy old, but just they're like, yeah, we partied hard.
Yeah.
We all got toasted. My mom and I, our room was in the very, like, it was like a tiny little cabin with like an attic space, like one of those like weird open,
like a loft.
little loft style
Yeah.
things.
Spooky.
And the ceiling, it like was all slanted, right? Like those little cabins. And my mom and I were like laying there.
Lots of cobwebs and
No
stuff.
cobwebs, but it was just musty.
Imagining cobwebs.
Yeah.
It was super
Yeah, it sounds
hot. It was
cobwebby.
like very hot, and it was probably like this time of year. I feel like
Yeah.
it was somewhere close to now. And so I'm like, Mom, don't worry about. My mom's super claustrophobic, and I'm like getting claustrophobic because she's claustrophobic. Like, so I was like, Mom, I'll sleep on the inside of the roof. Like, I'll be
Yeah.
in this little corner. The
You can
ceiling's
have
like, a foot like from my
Yeah.
head, and we're like, we fell asleep. We're like probably a little toasted. I wake up and we both woke up at the same time, and we're like sweating, and like both of our hearts were like pounding out of our chest. Like we were just scared. We were just so wigged out, and we're like, this fucking house is terrifying. Like we just felt like really weird vibes. We felt like dark, weird
Yeah.
shit going on in that house. And we both decided, we're like, where do we have to, like, we can't be in this place. We have to get out of this house, like immediately. Like, and my mom's super hippie mom too. Like she believes in like energy and all that stuff. And
Yeah.
she's like, this just doesn't feel right. And I'm like, ah. And this is like 10 years ago. So I wasn't a child. I was just like, yeah, I feel it with you, Mom. So we get like beach towels. We had towels for some reason. When we go home, there's like a big deck that like surrounds the house. It's pitch black. It's like in the valley of like Idlewild.
Okay.
So all you hear outside is like weird shit.
Yeah.
Like
Forest at night.
coyotes,
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
screams, like weird shit. And we're like, oh my God, like pitch black. So we go and we like put these like beach towels down on these lounge chairs outside. And we're like, we're just gonna fucking sleep outside. And we're like sitting out there. Oh, and I had like really bad allergies. Like I couldn't breathe. I was having like asthma stuff going
Yeah.
on. And I was like panicking. Like it just felt so spooky. And we're like sitting there and we're like, okay, we're We're just like in these chairs, and my mom looks up at the tree and she's like, do you fucking see that? And I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, I saw a fucking like demon perched in the fucking tree, like staring down at us. And my mom's like, do you see that? She looks at another tree. Oh my, like we were like surrounded by fucking demons. Like,
were you
like
seeing eyes?
Eyes. Like, I
you were
can't even
seeing
explain.
Something's eyes, no
there's
matter
like
what.
There's like a Hindu protector. I can't remember what its name is, but it looks like this. It's like snaky demon spikes. We were just, I mean, like, we were on LSD. We were like coming down off a good champagne buzz, and we were freaking the fuck out. Like, my mom is like, okay, we just need to get up slowly. Like, you can hear all this, and everything in that valley echoes.
Yeah.
So like every coyote, like, you heard screams. Like, you could hear people, and there was no one close to us. It was like the scariest shit ever. My mom's like, just get up slowly. We need to get back in the house fucking immediately. We like pick up our shit and we like started running for our lives. Like, we literally thought, they're coming for us. Down. Something is coming. I like get goosebumps when I talk. It was like the realest, craziest shit I've ever experienced in my life.
That's crazy.
So we've talked about, is there more?
There's more.
Okay,
it's a crazy, horrible, sad ending. Like,
oh no, it gets,
it's fucking gnarly.
Oh,
so we go back in the house. We're like, we just sat on the couch downstairs. We're like, we like scooted out of there. As soon as the sun was up, we're like, we gotta fucking go. Like, we cannot be in this house. We cannot be in this space. We were terrified. Like, just really bad energy. Fast forward, like a year later, Sue had stayed in this place and she was miserable. Like, she was unhappy and she was depressed, and she had like moved to the mountains to like be in nature and she was suffering, like, to the point where like she couldn't leave the house. She couldn't, like, she was stuck in this place. And I mean, this is like crazy story. She ends up, I hope our family doesn't care if I tell the story, but she ends up driving off the side of the mountain and kills herself. She like committed suicide. Like,
in Idlewild.
Yes. Like, she drove off the side of the mountain, and I like weirdly believe that like that house was, it was
the cause of
nuts. Like the house.
It was like a real horror movie in real life.
We have talked about Idlewild before.
Yeah.
Duddy's taken his family up there plenty of times. I was just up there with not even 6 months ago with our mom and dad, and it's beautiful. We love it. This is a great place, but there's fucking stories about Idlewild. First of all, like last summer, Duddy and I have talked about it on the show. Like, I think it was 6 people went missing. Since they've found 2 of them, but there's still 4 people that just went missing from Idlewild. They still don't know anything where they are. And then also, there's lots of stories of witches in Idlewild. A lot of people there say, oh yeah, there's like seances in the forest.
So you're hearing screaming.
It felt like it makes me like want to shake my hands.
Dude.
Yeah.
It is.
In a good, creepy, scary,
I love being creepy.
It was Blair Witch style, 100%. Like, I can never tell that story and not feel like I have to like shake out the energy out of my fingertips. It's super weird.
I was telling Duddy before this show, is like my wife and I, because there's very cheap places up there still. It's like, there's no ski resort. It's not like it's not so much a destination. It's kind of a hidden gem thing. And so we're always like, oh, it'd be fun to buy a cabin up there and you can make it a vacation thing. And we still want to because it's beautiful. But whenever I'm looking at anything up there online, I always find the creepy stories about Idlewild. Kind of makes it more fun.
Yeah, there's one. There's a new one for you.
Ooh, that's Harry.
That
was great. One. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Wow, good one.
Duddy, that was some scary stuff.
That was scary stuff. That was good.
I feel you guys were like feeling it.
I mean, it was no rock slide bolter, guys. But it was, thank you for sharing. It was.
You're right.
Thank God for that story, because the rock slide bolter might have been our last episode after that shit. So we got another song, right?
Let's get into another song, and then after that,
we'll bring on Austin.
We're going to have Austin come over here and just talk a little bit about Koi and whatnot. He's here. We figure, why not? Let's just do that for the sponsor read. So let's jump into a song first, though. What's this next one?
We should go to the beach.
Go to the beach,
right?
Yeah.
Let's go to the beach.
Let's go to the beach. Actually, so last summer we wrote this song. So we had to move like in last October, but before that we were like a mile from the beach. It was terrible, a mile from the beach.
It's terrible.
But so every day, like this is pandemic style, we're like, okay, all we can do is just go to the beach. We'd like work on music, and then we ride our bikes to the beach. We like load up all of our shit, our boards, and beer and whatever we were taking with us.
Cooler.
Spliffs and
San Diego lets you drink on the beach.
They don't.
No.
Oh, they don't now.
You pour it
I
in
guess
the
you
cup.
can't.
There was like a riot
You pour it in the
TV,
cups, they look
like a bunch
at
of
each
drunk
other.
idiots,
I remember
Calvins
that.
and Kevins and stuff.
Yeah.
Like we're doing crazy
Oh,
shit.
Calvins and Sheldons.
Give me some claws.
There's so much claws.
Pardon me, lifeguard. Our hammies extremely parched.
My hamstring, your hammies.
Your homie, can you come up on the tower and throw up on the? All right.
So we just, like we listen to music and we're like, let's just write a song about our adventure to the beach. So heading to the beach now,
Right on.
And the waves. I mean, that's our therapy. That's our solace from life. Yesterday, we had that show on Saturday. All we could think about, we woke up yesterday morning. We're like, we got to go jump in the ocean. Like that's our place to float. And
Boom.
it's our escape. So this song is about that.
Right on.
Our other life.
Let's go to the beach.
Follow me to the sea, flow on the breeze. Yeah, I made it to the beach now. I'm gonna burn another one down. In the waves, loving these days. Listen to the reggae play. Yeah, I made it to the beach now. I'm gonna burn another one down. In the waves, loving these days. Listen to the reggae play. Let me take you to a place I love, far away from every worry. A place where we can rise above. No need to stress, no need to hurry. And every time we link up, we light up with the rising tide, feeling alright. Yeah, I made it to the beach now. I'm gonna burn another one down. In the waves, loving these days. Listen to the reggae play. Yeah, I made it to the beach now. I'm gonna burn another one down. Yeah. I'm loving these days. Listen to the reggae play. We keep rolling as the sunset begins. Pack up all your troubles and throw them all away. This is where I want to be. Where I can be me. Where I feel free. Ooh, I'm headed to the beach now. I'm gonna burn another one down. Yeah. In the waves, loving these days. Listen to the reggae play. To the reggae play. To the beach now. I'm gonna burn another one down. Yeah. In the waves, loving these days. Listen to the reggae play. Follow me to the sea, flow on the breeze, to the beach now.
Right on. Another awesome song. Man, they sound good. And their harmonies are just, I love
Yep.
hearing that. Love to hear it.
And
But-
that drummer. Hello.
Oh my goodness. He's
Thank
here
you, guys.
with us. Yeah, man. You guys know Koi CBD. I talk about it every single episode. We love this company. We love this product. I use it every single day. And I'm not going to go too much into it because we do have Austin here and he is going to tell us about some awesome new stuff they got coming out. But honestly, guys, I do use this product every day. I love the way it makes me feel. I've talked about it a million times, but I get aches and pains in my hands all the time from playing sports and playing guitar. And ever since I've been on more of like a steady diet of CBD, it happens way less frequently than it used to. And even though that being said, it still does every now and then come back, but they've got so many rad products like just creams and rubs and roll-ons that you it's one of those things you put it on, you don't think about it, and 10 minutes later, you're like, oh man, I feel so much better, and it's so much healthier for you than some over-the-counter, pain medicines and whatnot. So give Koi CBD a try. It is amazing. I'm going to let Austin now, who is the drummer of Jus Goodie, who you guys just heard. He also works with Koi CBD, and he's here. He's going to tell us about some cool stuff they got coming out.
Well, thank you guys for the intro.
Yeah.
And I hear it's 2 years on the show.
2 years.
That like
crazy.
That like
over
just happened.
now.
Yeah.
That's insane.
It's insane.
Yeah.
You were there very early on. You came over to the old studio we used to do the show at.
Yeah,
man. You've been there for the whole ride pretty much.
And it's been a ride for sure. The last 2 years seem like they've passed in like 3 months. It feels like sometimes.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean, we're full pedal to the metal. I mean, at this point, pre-Pandy and all that, things were rolling really, really well for the company. And, a lot slowed down with obviously businesses all over the place having to shut their doors for a long period of time. And we really tried to get creative and just see how we were best going to kind of move with the times and stay relevant in an ever-changing industry. And I mean, gosh, like it's amazing to see everything kind of coming back to normal. We were the title sponsor at Bayfest, which was an amazing experience for everyone. It was great to see everyone kind of back in the right scene in beautiful sunny San Diego, experiencing the good vibes. And like you said, we get pains in certain spots when you're out in the sun all day long and just like dancing to different music and all that. A lot of those topicals come into play a lot. So yeah, it's been a wild ride. Going on to kind of what's happened since then is CBD's morphed into this new Delta 8 thing, which is another cannabinoid that they've figured out a way to extract from hemp, and which pretty much puts it in the same kind of constituent as CBD.
Yeah.
And it's been an amazing thing for business owners to kind of come out of the pandemic and have a great opportunity to kind of step into that dispensary feel and start selling some products that people can feel good, like you guys are all about.
Yeah.
So it's still a CBD product, but
it's not. So Delta 8.
Yeah, Delta 8. What?
Yeah. Delta 8 is THC.
It is THC.
Just
okay, cool.
Delta 9's THC.
Different.
Yeah. And so it's another cannabinoid and a compound of the plant. But it does have psychoactive effects.
Perfect.
So in my personal opinion, it's kind of like a light beer versus a heavy beer. So, a lot of these new strains that are coming out in the Delta 9 space are insane. Like 30+% THC, and it'll send you to the moon.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
So Delta 8 is actually been kind of a great liaison for people who either A, don't have their medical card, or B, are just kind of putting their toes in the water and seeing what it's all about.
Gotcha.
So it's very, very helpful for sleep, appetite issues, things like that. So yeah, I mean, it's been a huge thing for our company. We've expanded a lot since last time I was on the show. I think actually last time I was on the show was probably the Christmas party that we did.
It was.
Yeah. So we probably added, I don't know, 50, 60 SKUs to the arsenal since then.
Damn. Wow.
So yeah, I mean, I'll just tell you guys a little bit about some of the things that we've got going on.
And for the listeners too, we got a bunch of cool Koi products here with us. So if you want to see what they are, go to YouTube on Friday and you'll be able to see Austin showing you all these things. So
yeah. So you'll see right there, we've got our gummies, and this is actually kind of a variety pack. And by the way, anytime you're at one of your local head shops or smoke shops, make sure you check it out. There's a good chance they're going to be selling Koi CBD already, and would love everyone to experience the difference for sure. But so we've got tinctures now, which is similar to what we did with CBD in a broad spectrum tincture. These are Delta 8, so I've got those up there. High Hopes is a brand new brand by Koi CBD for our flower products. So we actually do have smokable hemp flower infused with Delta 8 THC now, which has been a major success. Cartridges, disposables, that's our brand new pet line that we just launched. What did I bring? Joint support and our calming support treats. And we also have an immune support treat for dogs too. But yeah, just wanted to bring kind of a couple of the new things for the guys here, and all you listeners. Definitely use Feel Good at checkout for 15% off your order. And thanks to you guys for all that too. But yeah, it's been an amazing experience, and I say we came out stronger than ever after the pandemic. So
I'm glad to hear it, man. And it is an awesome product, guys. If you haven't tried it, do try it. Head over to koicbd.com, put in code FEELGOOD at checkout, and you will get 15% off your first order. That's right. Well, thanks for coming down, man.
I love you guys.
Yeah, man.
Thank
Love you so much.
Thanks
for coming and performing and everything.
Thank you so much for supporting the show for so long. When we, honestly, we're not a huge podcast.
I don't think
if
we probably would have been continuing on this long without the help from you guys, honestly.
No, we're a small show, man, and it's hard, and we have a lot of people that help us, but Koi CBD backing us really makes it possible to keep coming.
Easy to do. You guys have been nothing but supportive to our brand the entire time, and let's continue rocking it out.
Right on.
Yeah. Anything else you want to say on the way out?
Just that, I mean, for me, it's always amazing the new things you learn, even from my band. Some of those stories I hadn't even heard yet. So
nice.
That's crazy. And I do have to say, you're exactly right on the hotel bathroom situation, because I was at one of the nicest ones in the last year, and it's got one of those sliding doors, and there's like a 1-inch gap in the door.
Yeah.
And a giant like glass wall.
You look in, why do you need a clear wall in a bathroom?
The only reason that floor, what would you ask the designer? Why would you put that there? And the only thing they can say is, well, so you can see someone taking a shit, of course. So if you're laying on the bed watching HBO, which is free at the nice hotel, you could see who's taking a shit.
Yeah. I'll tell you, do this. I'm telling you, the nicer the hotel, the less privacy you will have in the bathroom.
I agree. Should be shot, sir.
Yeah. Should be shot. Thank you. I'm glad that people are on page. Because when I came to Jake with that one, I was like, I know this is a weird stretch thing. Most people might not even get it, but I was
like, I agree with you, Doug.
Yeah.
You're gonna shoot someone from it?
They need a butthole.
Oh my gosh.
I think this might be the first person we need to kill. All right, but we'll discuss that. So Koi CBD, everybody.
Yeah.
Right after.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Jake Duddy, happy anniversary, you guys.
Thank you.
Appreciate everything from you guys, and all success to you all in the future.
Thank you, brother.
Hell yeah.
Appreciate
We're going to
it,
keep running it.
Thank you, guys.
Distance knuckles. Oh, bam. We got it in.
All right. Take good care, guys.
Hell yeah. Thank you.
Also, plug-ins keychains. Awesome product, guys. They have a product called the Jack Rack. What this is like a replica to a guitar amp head. They have Fender, they have Marshall. They look amazing. They're not big and bulky. You hang it up on your wall, and it comes with 4 keychains and has 4 1/4-inch cable input. So you put your keys on it. You got a little 1/4-inch cable keychain now on your keys. When you get home, you just plug it right into your amp, and when you're gonna go anywhere, you know exactly where it's at. It's on your Jack Rack that's on your wall that you got from pluginskeychains.com, and that is with a Z, and it is plural. That is PLUGINZ, keychains.com. Pick up a Jack Rack, put in code DuddyB at checkout, and you will get 20% off of every order for the rest of your life, Jake. You heard it here, people. All right. We are back, and we've got something fun for you guys coming up. It's going to be fun for us, and it's going to be fun for you guys, but I don't think it's going to be fun for Jus Goodie, because he's going to tell us a pretty embarrassing poop story right now, and we're going to judge him.
And he did say, he's like, look, I didn't poop my pants. He's all, but I did something pretty gnarly with poop. And we're like, all right, dude, tell us about what you did.
Tell us about it.
Well, first of all, your guys' potty humor, I really appreciate it.
So good. We're very mature, very mature. Yeah.
So, second of all, I'm going to go out on a limb because I want to tell you guys one pre-story that relates to the story that Duddy told. It's going to be a real quick version of it. It's a good story. We flew somewhere to Colorado, right? We were
we were on our way to Boulder.
And, it was a late night
2 months
flight
before COVID, right?
It was like our last flight before COVID. Late night flight. Weekend, I'm pretty sure.
We were like,
it was a party.
We just ordered
we had just ordered a little
Tanqueray and tonic. We were like on that little kick.
Tanqueray. We was with some Tanquerays. So we're chilling out. We're about to start a movie. Just real dark in the
scary
plane.
movie, by the way. We were all watching the scary ass movie.
Scary movie, Annabelle or something. Okay, so anyway, speed this story up. The guy comes up from the back.
He's like,
he's
wobbling
looking around. So it says something's going on. We're not sure exactly what? It's an odd behavior for a plane, and everybody puts them a little on edge, and we're in the very front row, and
there's a lady in the aisle next to us. Like I'm in the middle, Goodie's in the window. There's a lady next to me.
Okay.
And this guy comes up, he's looking around for somebody. I think we figured out afterwards he was trying to wait for the bathroom. Somebody was already in there. So
and there were like no flight attendants up front at all. Like I don't even know where anybody
was. They were nowhere to be found.
What the hell?
What happened? They're usually all around everywhere.
Yeah.
We started ringing the bells because he sat down in the aisle
right towards the cockpit. Like
then he laid down. And we're like, oh no, there's a guy laying down in the middle of the aisle.
Like, is he having a heart attack? And everybody's like looking at him.
The call bells are all fucking ringing. And same thing, same motion that you showed us earlier.
Yeah, he lurches back.
He sits up.
Yeah.
All over.
He sprays the whole front
it missed us.
He sprayed the people.
Got the lady next to us. Sprayed the people in the rows on the plane.
The lady next to us was hunched over sleeping. You know how people sleep
and it was just like in her
hunched
face.
over in her own lap.
No.
We're like, and then she like wakes up and she's like covered in puke, like all on her right side, her shoe, arm, leg. And we're like, ew. We're like leaning over to the side with our like laptop and our drinks. We're like, oh shit. What just happened?
So was he hammered or just sick?
I'm pretty sure he was hammered. He went out to the club,
I think he was
he got on the flight and had some drinks on the flight.
And he was fucked up. And
I was ready to feel bad for him too.
Like, the flight attendants run up to the front.
Smell.
Yeah.
The smell.
They were smelling instantly.
That was uncool.
What are they going to do? But they knew exactly what to do. And just obviously it happened before.
All the time.
Like
they brought some coffee flavored vanilla, sprinkled it everywhere. They got their hand vacuums. The smell.
It was as if it never happened.
Yeah, they just cleaned it up.
And they pulled the
slid
guy's
him
body
into the
back into
so we couldn't see him anymore. And then later on, he came out and he's like, sorry.
He was like patting the edges of the chairs. Like, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Like,
I'm so sorry. We're like, what?
It's okay. Don't touch my chair.
Oh my fucking
shit. So
God.
Projectile vomit.
Nice. His name was Calvin. By the way.
Definitely
Give me some
Calvin.
claws.
White claws.
Or Kevin or Delvin. I don't know.
Definitely White Claws.
All right,
so-
since I did that, I'm going to divide the stories. So it's 2 stories in one. I'll give you a speed up version of this one as well. But in Portland, Maine, played a show, spent the night on the street in the tour bus, and
that has no bathroom, right? At that point,
yeah, no bathroom at that point. So we, I woke up at 4 a.m. I think it was somehow I knew if I didn't do it then, which you had talked about earlier, that it wasn't. I needed to do it then. And somehow in my mind, I knew that once people started coming into this town of Portland, Maine, there's going to be some people around. So, it's probably between 3 and 4 a.m. And I'm like, ugh. Wake up, eyes open. Okay, how am I going to do this? It probably was a thought I had earlier on in the night. What if, before I went to bed, there's some paper towels. Okay, we're going to do this. Grab the paper towels, go out. Is there anywhere? Where should I go? What's the thing? The only logical place is right over by that building over there in the middle of the parking lot. Lean up against the side of the building, possibly of some kind of railing I remember holding on to.
Wasn't there a dumpster involved?
Oh yeah, there was a dumpster kind of shielding me a little bit, but there was also a complete side that was completely open. Like if somebody, it was like a building, so I kept imagining like a cop or somebody just like coming out. I'm like, sorry, but yeah, it happened, and then
you did
paper towels and
then you didn't
rock,
know.
because like you're like, I don't know what to do.
You put a rock on it.
What am I supposed to do?
You put a rock on the That's the nicest thing you could have done.
One day someone's gonna fucking move that rock. It's like, what the fuck?
Well, I honestly think the rock was kind of out of place because it was like dumpster and building. I think I had to like go get. So probably somebody moved it. May not have been too far in the future that it got.
Dude.
That's what people. Shit rock. Yeah,
dude.
Wow.
Story though.
It's like Duddy's Warped Tour parking lot shit story.
Yeah,
everyone's got a good parking lot.
And
I'm glad it all
have to shit outside. Behind a dumpster's acceptable.
I feel like that's like the only place
the
I should
even get
4 a.m.
That's the spot.
Yeah, shouldn't
even get in trouble.
So
you should be awarded.
You heard it here, guys. If you have the shit outside, find a dumpster, go behind it.
And do it early in the morning.
Yeah, 3, 4 in the morning. You're good.
The mayor of Idlewild shits behind dumpsters, and no one cares.
Yes, he does.
It's a dog, everybody. It's a callback to a joke we didn't say on the show. Good stuff. All right.
We're going to do one more song, and then we got some Q&A from our Patreon members. That's right, guys. I told you about our Patreon earlier. If you do like the show, you get 4 extra episodes every month over there, guitar tutorials, all sorts of fun stuff, behind the scenes footage from the tour, and you get to ask the Q&A questions that we will answer on our show that we will do a little bit later, right after this next song. What's the name of this song?
This one is Reggae Rock.
Reggae Rock.
Dude, this is pretty much the order you guys played them in.
Is reggae rock like
I think we're expecting it to be in the order.
Is reggae rock like a rock that you would put a Bob Marley CD down and then you put a rock on top of it? Because that's a shit rock.
Shit rock is one thing. A reggae rock.
On one hand, you have a shit rock.
On one hand, you have a shit rock, not so good. On the other hand, you have reggae rock, real good.
Real good.
Yes.
Much better. This song is about a rock of reggae. Let's hear it.
And words with action, as it's been said, so let it be done. Well, I could I never run for the suffering, say better must come. We calling for a revolution, a peaceful solution, yeah. No more wars for religions. All my freedom fighters come and sing this, yeah. One, this is a reggae rock, reggae rock. This is a reggae rock, reggae rock. Whoa. This is a reggae rock, reggae rock. Whoa. This is a reggae rock, reggae rock. Whoa. I tell you, this lion in my soul and a rebel in my heart. Well, you could never control me right from the start. Well, love is the answer for humanity. I see world leaders having parties. I'm calling for a revolution. Well, why is it so hard to get along? I'm standing for truth, I'm standing for rights. I'm pleading to all mankind. This is a reggae rock, reggae rock. Whoa. This is a reggae rock, reggae rock. Whoa. This is a reggae rock. This is a reggae rock, reggae rock. I'm calling for a peaceful solution somehow. No matter what you're doing, shout it out loud. Gonna bring all the good vibes to your town. So let the trumpet sound, a sound, a reggae rock, reggae rock. Whoa. This is a reggae rock, reggae rock. Whoa. This is a reggae rock, reggae rock. Whoa. This is a reggae rock, reggae rock. It's a reggae, it's a reggae. Well, it's a reggae, it's a reggae. Well, it's a reggae, it's a reggae. It's a reggae, this is a reggae rock. It's a reggae, it's a reggae. Well, it's a reggae, it's a reggae. It's a reggae, it's a reggae. Well, it's a reggae, this is a reggae rock. It's a reggae, it's a reggae.
I just had a thought about the word shit rock. First of all, another good song.
Great
shit
song.
Rock.
And thank you guys so much.
Yeah.
But we were talking about shit rock versus reggae rock and all that. Shit rock sounds like a description of really bad rock.
Shit
rock.
There's
butt rock.
Yeah.
There's,
Yeah. Yeah.
Shit rock.
Shit rock.
What would be a shit rock band? We don't want to offend. Creed? Creed is almost so easy.
It's too easy.
I don't even want to hate you know what? I decided right now. I like Creed. And they're great.
Just now?
Wow.
Why not? Because it's just too easy to hate, right? And plus,
I told you the story a couple years
do
back.
they even suck? I don't even really know.
It's not my thing.
It's just the guy.
Do they suck? No, they probably like good musicians and shit. I don't know. It's just not my cup of tea.
I'm trying to think.
I
Would
will
it be
tell
more
you
like
this.
poop rock, maybe?
Yeah, I mean,
Creed? Poop rock? Is that what you're... Yeah.
Maybe it'd
you
be
know what
better.
poop rock is? Poop rock's, there's a good one for poop rock because I found this actually on the 4th of July. I found there's a type of music called swamp rock.
Ew.
Ooh. Is that like just southern?
It's just like southerny fucking
Swamp-ass rock.
dirty rock. It was great fucking.
sounds
it's
kind of
really,
rad.
It's
Yeah.
all good
If
shit.
you go
I really like
further
it.
south, there's some swamp balls rock.
Oh yes.
that's
that.
just a
swamp
sweaty.
ass rock.
Yes.
you know?
Oh yeah.
Swamp ass rock.
Swamp ass. Monkey butt. That's the thing that everyone calls on tour.
Monkey butt.
Do you remember that? I'll never forget the first tour I did with the Dirty Heads. This is what we had written on the board to talk about today, monkey butt. I'll never forget, you can start to smell pretty bad on tour. 2-3 days into a tour. Are you guys going to join me on this?
No,
start to
I'm
smell.
very hygienic.
Everyone's
we have a
hygienic. It
shower.
doesn't matter.
I
You
don't
could
know.
start to smell if
Yeah.
you don't
If you don't take a shower and wipe your
I'll
butt.
never
yeah.
forget. I'll
Theoretically.
never forget a tour member of the Dirty Heads when I was tour managing for you guys. I remember he came out of the bathroom, and I won't even say who it is. I don't want to put anyone on blast, but he looked at me and he's like, "Ooh!" He like came out of the bathroom. He's all, "Woo!" He's all, just gave myself a hobo shower in there. He's all, I had a gnarly case of monkey butt, and it just stuck with me, dude. That I was
I'm
like,
just gonna go out on a
Gnarly
ledge
case of
here.
monkey
I'm just
butt.
gonna go out on a ledge. Is it the same guy that we talked about earlier, Rooster Taylor?
it's not.
Whoa!
It's a very healthy,
Okay.
fit.
Okay,
Very
I think I know
fitness
who you're
oriented
talking
member of the
about.
All Right Inside
All
stuff.
right.
Monkey butt,
Yeah.
guys.
All right, moving along. We're going to
Monkey
do some
butt.
Q&A. These are questions from our Patreon members. and we're
Speaking
gonna
of
get into
monkey
it.
butts, all
I
right.
already answered a bunch of these on our Patreon show that we did earlier. So let's just scoot up a little bit. This one comes from Mermaid.
Questions. Woo-hoo-hoo. Ask us any question you want.
And she asks, are we going to see any Rome and Duddy show announcements anytime soon? Yes, you will. We already have some. We are the Rome and Duddy project. We are doing the Cabo Cali Roots show. We have a couple shows that are getting lined up right now, but not a whole bunch because we're going to be really focusing on getting the album done. But we do have some shows planned that we're going to be coming out. And future shows that you see of the Rome and Duddy project, it'll be with a full band. And it's cool. It's a cool band. Exciting.
That's going to elevate it a
It's
lot.
gonna be cool.
It's going to kick ass. Dude.
Michelle Kwan Nachetsky says, can I ask who the inspiration was behind Best of Us? Was it one of the wives, an ex, a dream girl? I always have been curious. Jared wrote that song about his wife. Yes. Elizabeth Pratt says, can you do a guitar tutorial for I Got No Time? Oh, can I? Yeah, it will be a 10-second guitar tutorial because it is the easiest song in the entire world to play. I play one chord.
Yeah, you play. You do a little
B.
riff.
There's a riff.
There's a
I'll
riff.
teach you the riff at the beginning, and then from the riff, I continue on to play the B major bar chord 4 or 5 straight minutes.
Whoa.
You want to get. You want to
That's
get.
impressive.
You want to get ahead of it. Learn the B major bar chord, and then
You'll
be-
play the song.
Bar chords.
I'll tell you right now, if you learn 2 bar chords, you can probably play most of the songs I've ever written. All right. CM says, would you ever do a song with your daughter in the future? I totally, absolutely would.
Out of the question.
Yeah.
I got this one, Daddy. Absolutely not.
No, I totally would. She's a way better musician than I am already. She's so good. Her voice is freaking insane. She's great on the guitar and the piano. I'm totally going to do a song with her, and probably soon. Leanne Bonelli.
Is that a new name?
Leanne Bonelli.
Sweet.
Will we ever see a fan get on stage for the Buenas Noches rap ever again? Could it be prearranged? Is it too chaotic? It definitely can't be prearranged because that's lame.
The world is different now.
No, you know what? We don't. It was a lot easier for us in the past to bring people up because we were playing smaller venues, small stages. You can literally they can jump up on stage or whatever. But now a lot of the times we're playing, it's a bigger place. It's a lot harder for us to grab. It would take a while. It would be like an ordeal. They'd have to like go around the side and go upstairs and come through the back.
You need like a fan crane.
Yeah.
Like something like, those little pickers, like those machines that put stuffed animals. You just need to like pluck them out of the crowd and put them on stage.
Someone's working it on the side with two handles.
Someone's over there grabbing Luke's wiener and I can just...
Yep.
By the way, I don't think I've ever successfully grabbed a single toy with a claw hand.
I always tell my son, you're not going to get it, dude.
My daughter...
Let's just go buy one instead.
My daughter has gotten like 150 of those things.
So she's good.
What's the trick?
I don't know.
All right, we have to ask her.
The claws never close all the way. They're like, clack. Like,
no, they do close all the way, and then they just slide off of the
That's
thing.
what it is. They lazily... bastards.
Yeah, it's so ridiculous.
I always thought the stuff was tied down at the bottom.
Probably.
Maui Wowie says, sup, dudes. Sup. It was super dope to see you guys play 2 weeks in a row. The sound and lighting were great at Bayfest, but I did notice there weren't any side video walls. Is that management's decision or the event organizer? Those video walls are always awesome for the folks in the back. Thanks again for all the great tunes for my crispy, cloudy concerts. Yeah, you know what? The side video walls... Oh, Luke saying in the middle of the crowd, there was video walls, I guess, that pointed to the back. The side video walls, we don't travel with those. That's normally like a venue to venue thing. We bring our own video wall for behind us that's on the stage, but we don't have anything to do with the side video walls. So yeah, if you ever see those, that's either the promoter or the venue that does that. Allison Lynch says, just wanted to say Bayfest was absolutely amazing. It was so awesome to get to meet so many bunker bitches. Thank you for bringing us all together like you're ordained. I get it. Okay, you're welcome, and thank you for coming. Kristen Disney Blonde Gilroy says it's been great being on tour with the Dirty Heads for the first 3 shows. You guys were amazing. Wish I could continue, but I'm broke now. Continued success with the rest of the tour. Much love. Oh, she's just saying much love. Well, much love to you. Thank you. Matt Clem says, will there be a Feeling Good with Duddy merch booth? And if so, can Jesse Rules and myself run it with Moonflower?
What a sneaky way to try to unearth Moonflower. We have a like a fan group on Facebook. And for the listeners, I'm telling the Jus Goodie camp. And we have a person in there called Moonflower Moonflower Weilerson. That's a pretty big troll.
He's always
people
trolling.
are not sure if Moonflower exists, and they're always trying to meet Moonflower. We know that Moonflower exists because we help Moonflower get into Dirty Head shows, right?
All right, Shauna Leader, last name pronounced Leader. First off, thank you for an amazing show at Red Rocks. You guys absolutely killed it. Have you heard of the band Cruel Summer? I have not. They are in the Bay Area, Cleveland. The lead singer reached out to me through Instagram promoting a couple of their songs, and I instantly became a fan. Oh, they're just asking me.
I like the name. I like that song from the 80s.
Cruel Summer.
It's a cruel summer.
I love that song.
Oh yeah, we should do a cover of that.
Yeah.
Cool name. Yeah, if they want, tell them to reach out. We'll see what happens. Melissa Mierto says, hello, new Patreon here. Welcome, Melissa. Question for Jake. Have you ever tried to have the guys from HB Surround Sound come on the podcast? Would love to hear you guys reminisce on the band days.
So I have, and they all really want to. The bummer is Matt, who was the main other singer. I sang half the songs. Matt sang half the songs. We are the main 2 guys. He is so busy right now working, and he's always traveling. He's never home on Mondays when we do our show. So the cool thing is I am actually going to a barbecue this Saturday coming up. Doug, the guitar player from Surround Sound, put together a barbecue for all the old band members to get together and hang out. I am going there. We're all going to be there. So I told them to learn a couple songs. I'm going to try to record us playing. We'll see how it goes. I don't know how we're going to make it sound good, but I'm going to try to get some music from them there. And even if we can't get Matt on, which I just kind of think like, God, it feels weird doing an episode without Matt. He's such a big part of it. We'll have them on. They all want to. Yeah. So good question. And yeah, that'll come up. Just fucking logistically, it's been very hard to tie down.
Patrick Pitching Lessons Lynch. Oh, you motherfucker, Patrick.
What?
He changed his name to Pitching Lessons.
Because what did we tell him to do?
Well, because he was judging my first pitch.
That's right, he was, and the mutilator.
And I'm telling him, if every good pitcher knows, you don't want every pitch to be down the fucking middle. Especially when you got Barry Bonds and Mark McGwire batting at the same time, one right-handed, one left-handed.
Right, holding that little bat. So Duddy threw out the first pitch at like Padre Stadium a couple weeks ago. And it was a really good pitch. First of all, he threw it from the mound. Not from the mound like all these jab-offs up on the thing. It was
right down the middle.
A terrible ump would call it a strike, even if no one swung. And he got judged by Patrick Lynch, and then we went over all the reasons to throw a low fastball. And you have a big home run hitter who's eager to swing. All right, Patrick. No,
Patrick says, how sore are you after the first show? Not as sore as your face is going to be when I see you.
Pitching lessons. Patrick pitching lessons.
No.
That's awesome.
This is another slight dig at you, too.
How sore are you after the first show?
Old man.
Do you even... But I assume that it's like lifting or running and you got muscles that are sore that you forgot you had. No, actually, I wasn't sore. I mean, you see me on stage. I'm not the most active guy. Sure, there's a couple hip hop songs where I'm hopping around like I'm a cool guy doing my rap and stuff, but I'm not jumping around. I'm pretty mellow on there. And my guitars I have like aren't super heavy, so not very sore.
His back hurts.
Not sore. Like you're going to be... Matt Clem says, so there have been a bunch of Gay Leon sightings, Gail Leon sightings. Have you guys had any sightings on the tour? So the Gay Leon, that's from our Patreon show we do. We have some stoner guys that are on that show a lot. They're on this show sometimes too. They live in Escondido in a back house. The people that live in the front house of the house they live in are two gay gentlemen from outer space. They're Galians.
Galians.
These are all characters on our Patreon show, guys. Sorry we're dumping this info on.
That was awesome.
I've never seen them spelled out like that. I'm like, who is Gail Leon? It sounds like a famous French writer. I don't know.
Have you guys had any sightings on the tour? I haven't, but I do think that they are going to be stopping in quite a bit on this tour. So
the Galians?
All the characters.
Yeah,
for sure.
Amazing.
Fun characters.
Yes,
That's not Escondido is pretty close to our house.
Yeah. Well, you should have a burrito there.
Yeah.
Oh, look at the next question.
Duddy, anyone challenge you to ping pong on tour yet? Oh, how much did you beat him by? See, Nathan knows.
Yeah.
How much did you beat him by? Yeah. What did we play to? That's how many I beat him by. All right.
I am
11.
stoked for this match.
What'd you beat him by? 11.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Checkmate.
Can you imagine, Goody, if you beat Duddy?
I've been looking for somebody like you.
Yes.
I like how you said imagine, because that's what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to imagine it, because it's an imaginary thing.
For this guy.
You know what Goody is now? You're putting off a vibe of a guy who's good at probably frisbee golf as well. Hacky sack.
I'm not going to go up against you at... I mean, I can hold my own, but ping pong's my thing.
Ping pong's your thing.
Ping pong's my thing.
You're not the dude who's got a rope between two palm trees at the beach and you're balancing and shit.
Yeah.
I honestly hope
climb
you're
a palm
good.
tree, like, and no,
I
like
hope
it's
you're
crazy.
really
You can
good.
just climb up trees like a little monkey.
You're really
Something
good.
about
I think that...
Because
I hope that
He's agile.
I'm to be honest, I'm a little worried, a little bit.
I like that. But honestly, as someone who I can tell is probably holds their own pretty good on a ping pong table, how often is it like, oh no, you gotta play my buddy. My buddy's so good, and then you play him, and you just whip his ass.
You're like, what?
It's like
remember
everywhere we go.
What's her
right?
name? Your friend from high
one
school.
of my friends. She was like, I'm a ping pong
so
master.
good. I was like, really? You're so good?
We were so
Sweet.
stoked.
We went to
Come
the
over.
beach first. I was like, oh yeah, we're gonna play when we get back. Yeah. And then she was like, guys, I gotta go. I was like, you're trying to leave? No,
No,
let's
play.
some ping pong. And then she's like, oh,
He was worse than me. I was like, whoa, nobody's worse than me.
Play my buddy, and then your buddy
the thing
never
is too
is
is I can beat almost everybody too.
Yeah, Jake's really good too.
I
Really?
just never beat Duddy. I'll get real close.
You'll get really
we had
close.
great games, but No, but I beat most everyone
That's
else.
amazing.
Did you guys grow up with a ping? Or
We did.
Yeah, we had a
played
ping pong
lot
table.
of ping pong.
Yeah.
We played a lot of ping pong growing up.
We don't play it at all anymore,
I know.
Randomly, but we played for a lot of years.
played
You know how it is.
it's-
You always
Yeah,
have that.
and you
somewhat
guys
riding a
like
bike.
against each other.
Yeah.
Played a
nonstop.
lot.
Yeah,
Yeah. And
yeah.
I could beat most of my friends, but Duddy
Yeah.
was always a step ahead of me.
Honestly, if we fucking sat there and played 20 games, I'm sure he'd probably.
I'd
You
probably
take
win
a bunch.
2.
Yeah.
I feel like, I'd get it.
Win
I'd
2.
get a couple in there.
Only
yeah.
2?
Yeah.
20?
I mean, he beats me
it's
almost every time.
youth.
It's just truth.
Well,
It's
that-
Youthe.
that's the-
O'Brien Youthe.
I'm not happy.
Youthe?
Because
Youthe.
I always call it Uthe. I'm going to stick with Uthe.
Yeah,
You know
no
what
matter what it is.
You know what? You know what? Now I'll give you Youthe.
Wait.
I'll give you
no,
Youthe, but
Duddy.
it's going to be crying Youthe.
No, it's Brian Uthie.
Crying
Just to be
Uthe.
as wrong
because
as
you're, yeah.
Crying Uthie.
Crying Uthe
All right,
says.
so we got it.
This is a question for Duddy at Red Rocks. God, we're mature. There was
bad
a
people.
point when all the lights on stage went dark in the middle of your verse and you did not miss a beat or a verse. Did you even notice when that happened? Actually, no, I didn't notice.
I really feel bad for making fun of his name now. He was so nice with
I
the rest
know.
of the comments.
Sorry, crying.
Uthie.
No, I didn't notice that. That's funny. I feel like maybe I had my eyes closed or something.
All right.
All right.
Cool.
Herbie Humbucker says, is Jared still trying to get his teeth fixed, right? Someone should start a GoFundMe for him. No, he's not trying to get his teeth fixed. That's just part of him, who he is. How many more of these we got there?
Like 41.
Holy fuck balls, you guys. Chill out. Duddy's little scissor sister says, I'm starting to feel the midlife crisis clock ticking. Has that happened to you yet? Are you satisfied with everything you've accomplished, or are you still reaching for the stars? I'm stoked on things I'm accomplished. I'm never satisfied. I'm not like done. I still have a lot. I feel like every time I have a goal and you hit that goal, then you just have a new goal. So I guess I can't really say that I have starting to see the clock ticking or midlife crisis, but I definitely do sit back sometimes and go, fuck, I'm old. I'm turning 40 in August, guys.
It's not old, dude.
Getting there, you know?
You're a
Like,
baby.
yeah.
We're all babies.
Yeah.
We're all I know we're not. I know we say that stupid shit, and then our parents are like, "Fuck you, old."
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
guys.
Say that to your grandma. She'll be
Yeah.
like, she'll slap you.
Oh yeah, just straight up.
Jacob Disney wants some Lighthouse and I don't want to wait tutorials. Yeah, we can throw those in. Amy Beckstrom says, we weren't there. Why weren't there any Feeling Good with Duddy or Cutlass booths at Bayfest? We searched, but none available. Yeah, you know what?
We don't even have Feeling Good with Duddy merch on hand. Like
No,
our
it's-
site, it's print on demand because
Yeah.
we don't have the money to front for a
Yeah.
bunch of merch. So yeah, it's
Yeah.
so yeah, those days aren't probably going to happen
Yeah,
again.
we don't. With Cutlass, a lot happened during the pandemic. We are up and running, by the way, guys. You can go to cutlassbrand.com right now. We have a bunch of new rad products up. We're going to continue to add more. And some people had hit me up and they wanted some more Cutlass glasses. And yes, we are going to have Cutlass glasses back up on the site probably within the next month, I would say. And lots of new products and some exciting news, guys. So we started working with another new company, Cutlass did, and what they do is they shop to retail and whatnot. And we just had a pretty big order put in by none other than TJ Maxx. That's right.
Oh,
Right.
snap.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing. My mom loves TJ Maxx.
There you go.
She's going to get some of your teas then. She'll be.
So in the
Right
next,
over
I
there.
think it'll be available like
s-
in 2 months.
That's
It'll be
huge.
in TJ Maxx.
That's
So
amazing.
I
there you
still
go.
remember the old theme song of TJ Maxx.
TJ Maxx.
Yeah.
God, someone fucking
So I got
crushed
a
it.
$300 gift
Imagine
certificate
the
for my
pitch
birthday. Yeah.
What do you guys got for me? All right,
Here it
let me
goes.
try this out on you. Are you all prepared? And then what did they do, Daddy? TJ Maxx. They're
Call the paper.
That's amazing, actually. That's huge.
No, I mean, we've talked about it before.
it actually
but
is great. We remember it.
If I could
Yeah,
have been
there
a
you
fucking
go.
fly on the wall during the pitch meeting for fucking 1-800 Cars for Kids.
Oh, that's
Oh, dude, fucking that one just on the table.
Like, it's gold, Jerry. It's gold.
okay.
Oh, sorry. All right. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, we're almost down to the bottom here. Courtney Patson, that's another new name, yeah? Says you probably have
Patson.
to be strategic about when you can actually cut loose and party after a show while you're on tour. But when you do, what is your go-to hangover cure? That's a good question. I don't get a lot of hangovers because the only thing I fucking drink is vodka soda. That's like my thing.
The cure to a hangover is I just don't drink that much.
First off, I don't drink. I don't get blacked out a lot.
Yeah.
But hey, I do. I like to party. I like to drink, but I don't. I just drink vodka soda, so I don't really get hungover a lot. But I do still sometimes. You go a little hard or whatever, and you get hungover. If you're taking some shots, and should I do tequila shots? I'll get a hangover. My go-to hangover cure, honestly, is just give me a big old fucking greasy hamburger.
That's what I was gonna say.
Dude?
Yeah,
beer, bloody and a beer. Right?
Yeah, just give me a big old greasy hamburger, and I'm good to go. Soak it up.
It is the first thing you want.
Oh, Scissor Sister's asking another fucking question.
God,
damn, Scissor Sister.
If I see 3 questions, you get what? She asked 3 questions. Oh my God!
Wow,
you know better.
Of all people,
Buzz Killington.
Of all fucking no, it's 2. What do you know, Luke?
Oh, she got in the parameters.
What do you know?
All right, so down here. So saw this question going around. Is it cool to wear a band's merch to their show? I thought it was, but a lot of people are saying no. No, I think that's fine.
Yeah, we wear our own.
Honestly,
I wear Jus Goodie stuff on stage, so I'm doing it. I don't care.
See, that's
I don't care.
See, I've never worn a dirty
This is
shirt
like
on
a big
stage.
titty billboard right here.
Yeah.
I'm wearing Jus Goodie merch.
All right.
Fair enough.
Yeah, can't. No arguments
There
there.
you go.
If you want people to see it, I'll tell you where to put.
Exactly.
So Mary,
go for it. You're
Mary
cool to do that.
Goldrich says, "What is your current go-to binge?" Was that like a TV show binge or something?
Binge? Yeah. So
I just don't. I don't watch like series. I wish I did. I try to get into them sometimes, and I'll watch like 1 or 2 episodes, and I'll never fucking watch another one.
Did you watch Cobra Kai? That was good.
I watched the same thing. I watched
not the whole thing.
I watched like 3 episodes, and I actually liked it. Never watched another episode.
Oh, it's so great.
It is really good though. Cobra Kai is cool.
I don't know.
It's the last thing we watched.
I love to watch movies. I love to watch sports. I like fighting and like shit like that. And I like to have
little
stuff
chunks
that's
of things
on that I don't really have to pay attention to. It's just on. It's in the background. I don't care.
Seinfeld.
So yeah, can you Seinfeld?
You already know all the jokes.
Day.
You're just letting it.
You can laugh at them again.
It's when I know I have to like really pay attention and get invested, and I know I've got 8 seasons. I'm just like, nah, it's too much. I don't want that.
Too much pressure.
Yeah, too much pressure, man. But I will say that what my kind of go-to is like kids go to bed and I'm just up and I just want to put something on. Dude, I'm a murder fucking mystery dude. Like all those all the murder shows.
I thought you were gonna say Murder She Wrote. I was like, Murder She Wrote?
But
Angela Lansbury.
I would probably get down with that.
Right?
I would probably but I'm talking like all like the first 48s and all that kind of shit. I love that shit. I'll watch that
Murder
shit.
mysteries are cool though.
I do.
What's your go-to?
I do like first 48 because that's a good one for me where you can have one you don't totally have to pay attention to because they fucking repeat the story 80 times. So it's like whatever. But there's one that's on I think it's ID Network. There's 2 I like on there. I like See No Evil. It's really cool because it's all crimes that get solved by security cameras. So you kind of see everything happen. And it's like, and it's really cool too, because they'll piece a bunch of different cameras together. Like, they'll see the car going by this gas station. So then they'll find another security camera a block away that then sees him going this way. They'll track him down through, and then it's cool. They track him down through the camera. So you kind of see the whole thing happen. It's really cool. And then Murder Tapes is another one that's very similar. They show the murder. It's on there. It'll be blurred out a little bit, but it's like they have tape of the murder happening. And then they fucking
solve it.
Yeah.
What do we call this, guys? Murder tapes.
Yeah. Hey, it fucking got me. I saw Murder Tapes. Sounds good. And I watched it. I was like, fuck yeah.
They went around the room.
They're not actually on tapes,
Dude,
are
the
they?
best
Killer videos. No. Next.
There's a good one on there too.
No, that's not good enough.
There's another one on there. I don't even know if I've watched it. I've just seen the name and it's so funny. It's literally called Murder Town.
Murder Town?
Murder Town. You're like, Murder Town.
You can put anything in front of murder.
All right, guys. We got one
Death
more.
Village.
We got
Death
one
Village?
more question.
Murder Town.
Thank you guys so much for listening and
This has
asking
been
the
a nice,
questions.
thick, fat show.
We got
Homicide
one more
hideout.
question and then we're going to get out. So this one comes from Kristen Beck. And she says, just want to say that both shows at Red Rocks were epic. Thanks for putting on 2 different shows. Thank you for noticing.
We
so
see
happy
what you're
to
doing
have
there.
heard Silence and Hip Hop Misfits. Love you guys. P.S. I think Jake and or HB Surround Sound should open for a show. That would be cool. Yeah, that would be fucking
That
cool.
would be awesome. I doubt that's ever going to happen. We've done that in the past, though.
Yeah, they have. They've come on tour. They've come on tour with us.
But thanks for putting that in there.
All right. Well, thank you guys again. Before we jump, man, anything you guys want to, tell the listeners, or where can they find you?
Yeah, you can find us everywhere. We are everywhere.
They're everywhere.
Yeah, Just Goodie Music
Everywhere
on
you stream
Instagram,
music.
Just Goodie on Facebook. We're on Spotify. We're on all the streaming sources. We are everywhere.
And you guys, that's not just
Yeah, it's
Goodie.
J-U-S.
It's just J-U-S Goodie if you're looking it up.
Just Goodie.
Well, shit, man. Right on. Thank you guys so much for coming by.
So
Thank you for having us. You guys are amazing.
Show,
Right on, man.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys for listening, and we will see you next week. Peace out.